Well, we are live for the LAFC Club America play-in game to see who will replace Club Leon for the spot at the Club World Cup. Big game for both opponents. Hopefully LAFC comes up on top tonight and are able to represent MLS, because obviously we need as many teams as we possibly can get in order to, not get embarrassed, right? Obviously Seattle's not going to probably do anything, and Miami is looking better. Miami is definitely looking better than they were the last couple games. So that is a positive, but we need as many teams as we possibly can to represent at the Club World Cup. And honestly, it could be a bad thing too if they all get embarrassed. But, obviously if you have three, the chances are greater that at least one of them won't be embarrassed. Got a couple comments. Let's see. Masoik says, Vamos America, salva a la football. Butterdog says, whatever happens, either of these teams will still get spanked by Chelsea. By the way, Seattle Sounders are cooked against PSG. They're going to hold 10 goals at halftime. Could happen. Pumas fan says, as a Pumas fan, it hurts to say, but America are clearly the better team. Better than LAFC? Probably, but we'll see tonight. I mean, I don't think the gap is as significant as what others would think. He also said Liga MX over MLS. I disagree with that, but we will see tonight and we will see tomorrow, because there is also a big game tomorrow. CONCACAF Champions League, or CONCACAF Champions Cup, they changed the name, final against Vancouver and Cruz Azul, which we'll be doing a live stream for that one as well. So stay tuned for that. We will see. We get two sample sizes. We get LAFC versus Club America tonight. We get Vancouver Whitecaps versus Cruz Azul tomorrow. Huge sample size to see which of these teams are actually, or these leagues are better, especially in these big moment games. William Maris says, hi, bro. Greetings from Ecuador. Appreciate you for stopping by, William. Hope you are able to watch the game tonight. And I saw the game is on DAZN because I think they have the rights to the Club World Cup this summer. But for some reason, I'm only getting an option in Spanish to watch it. Is it being broadcasted anywhere else? And is it being broadcasted in English anywhere else? Let me know if you guys know that. Let's see. Aguente MLS moves. I'm assuming that means welcome. I'm not sure. Timothy Park says, which network is televising the game? Like, it's DAZN, as far as I know, in Spanish. And I think that's the only place that is broadcasting this game. LAFC will beat a banged up Club America tonight. I hope that you're right. Jackson says, what's up, MLS Moves Nation? Appreciate you stopping by, Jackson. Chile Kille says, I dislike LAFC, but I hate America more. Who is your primary team? Are you an LA Galaxy fan? Mr. Krabs, haven't seen Mr. Krabs in a while. He says, the crowd is full of Club America fans. This is embarrassing. Well, I mean, there is a huge Mexican-American population, obviously, in LA. I'm assuming that there's probably a lot of Liga MX fans in LA. So it's not too shocking, because how often do you get to watch your team play that close? I'm sure that there's, I'm looking at it right now. There's definitely there's a lot of Club America fans at this game, but there's also some LAFC fans. They probably cashed out. I mean, they probably got a good offer to sell the tickets for this game, and they're just thought, you know what? I'll sell my tickets, make a profit off of them. Yes. Okay. Lucas says score predictions. What are your score predictions? He says, yes, Aguante means like go, Viva. So Aguante, MLS Moves. Appreciate that, William. Thank you so much for joining all the live streams. Lucas says score predictions. So I want to know what you guys think. Is LAFC going to win this game, or are they going to lose? Let me know what your score prediction is. Who do you think is going to win tonight? And I'll let you know after I get a couple of you guys, some feedback and see what you guys think. But this is a big game for LAFC. This is probably I want to say it's the biggest game of Dolo's career, because he's obviously played in a lot of big games, but this is going to cement his legacy as the LAFC manager. This is the game, because he has always struggled in big matches, and he has to win a game like this. This is a game he has to win. This is a legacy match for Steve Cherundolo. In my opinion, it is. He's got to win tonight. He's got to win, especially if LAFC want to consider themselves to be a big club. They have to win big matches like this to go to tournaments like the Club World Cup. Now, some of you probably think the Club World Cup's a joke, and because it's kind of feels like a novelty item at this point. But I think that this is a big game for them, because they have to see. They lost to Lyon. They're never going to get that trophy back. But this is kind of like a makeup game. This is a game where they can redeem themselves for losing that final 2 years ago. Let's see. Piggle says 2-0 America. Lucas says 2-1 America unless Bouanga shows up, which Bouanga always, I mean, I don't want to say always, but he does struggle to come through in big games. I agree with that. William Mayer says, by the way, congratulations to the U.S. women's national team for beating China 3-0. Congratulations to the U.S. Women's national team. Mr. Krabs says, seeing all these Club America fans makes me want to see LAFC win so they can all go home with an L. Mr. Krabs, you like the underdog story, right? Underdog in their own home stadium. What about your Miami tonight? They looked really good. Looks like they finally figured things out. Timothy Park says he's got LAFC winning 3-1. 3-1, interesting. I would be surprised if LAFC come out and win like that because Club America are definitely motivated. Club America is the biggest club in North American history. Let's be honest. We're talking about statistically, we're talking about accolades, we're talking about championships, biggest club in North American history. Them not being at the Club World Cup does feel a little weird. So I think they will be motivated, even if there are injuries to their team. I think they will be motivated to win this match, and they're going to try to go for it. They want to be at the Club World Cup. They want to be competing against some of the world's best teams. So I don't think Club America is going to take this game lightly. I think they're really going to try to win this. I think they're going to go all out. Now, the question is, what LAFC team shows up tonight? Someone mentioned Denny Bouanga. Denny Bouanga has got to have a big game. I'm a little surprised that Jeremy Ebobisse is starting. I'm not a big Ebobisse guy. I think he's very overrated and he's kind of mid. Ordaz is playing on the right side, which is weird. You would have thought that, unless I'm missing something, let me pull this up because I want to check and see. Just give me one sec. I want to check the starting lineups real quick and see what's going on. Let's see here. Because I don't think, is David Martinez hurt? So we don't even have the bench for Club America. Let's see. I'm very surprised that David Martinez is not playing, or David Martinez is not playing. And I'm honestly surprised Under's not playing. I mean, this does feel like a weird lineup. I'm not going to lie to you. This feels like a very weird lineup, especially in a big game like this. Olivier Giroud, I thought maybe would start. He got a goal last week. Or not last week. Was it Wednesday? Maybe it was Wednesday. Either way, he got a goal. And he looked pretty good in that game. In the limited time he played. I'm a little surprised by this lineup. I'm not a big Ebobisse guy. And Ordaz is fine, but I'm really surprised they didn't have Ordaz start up top and have David Martinez or Under play on the right side. I think that is very, very weird. Lucas says it's not a big shock if he loses, though. But yes, this is a must-win. Listen, this is a legacy match, and hopefully, my boy Nick Chastain of the Voice of Black and Gold, think he's going to come through in the second half. Watch the rest of the game with us. We'll see what he thinks. But yes, this is a legacy game for Steve Cherundolo. This is a legacy game. This is because, he hasn't won as many trophies as he should have for LAFC. This is a legacy game for him. He's got to prove himself. So we'll see if he does. We will see if he is able to pull through and get his team a much-needed win to get them to the Club World Cup, especially because San Diego FC has been very good in their first season MLS, taking some of the spotlight from both LA teams, and LA Galaxy are really bad. LAFC need to get a step up. They need to win this game. Okay, so here's my score predictions. Someone said 6-1 LAFC. There's no way. They're not PSG. Okay, they're not PSG. By the way, this is crazy. They changed the font on the jerseys. This is normally that's totally random, but normally on MLS teams have the same jersey font no matter what tournament they're playing in. Because in the Champions League, they'll have a different lettering font than they do in like their league play. It's all the same, but this is different. LAFC have some weird. Like I just saw Aaron Long's jersey font looked really, really weird. Either way, where was I going? Oh, this game. I think that's a weird lineup. I think the best case scenario is that if LAFC can score 2 goals and try to get this to PKs. Now, they do have the advantage of playing at home, even though it looks like there's a lot more. I guess there is a lot more Club America fans at this game. We will see what happens. But yeah, see that jersey font looks crazy. I actually kind of like it. It's different, but I kind of like it. We will see. God, that looks clean. I'm not gonna lie, that looks clean. I actually kind of vibe with that a little bit. That don't look too bad. We will see what happens. I think it's gonna be 2-2. I think it's gonna go to PKs, and I think LAFC have a chance because Not easy to make that travel and play well. It's not easy to travel that far. I mean, I don't know how Mexico City is. Probably what, like a 4 or 5 hour flight for to LA, maybe a little bit shorter than that. We'll see how they play. Michael says he wants LAFC to face Chelsea. Hugh Kenny says, I hope both of them would lose. Yeah, I don't. That's not possible, sadly. But I could see as a Galaxy fan, Kenny, why you would want that. Mr. Krabs says, "Yep, Inter Miami beat overrated Columbus today. Didn't just beat them; they beat them bad. They beat them really bad." MNB says, "This is actually a game that I am following, and I don't follow U.S. soccer. They need to do more games like this in the structure." Well, I mean, I think the Champions League is like this. I think the CONCACAF Champions Cup is just like this. I think that's a big deal. All right, we've kicked off. See who wins. Chance to go to the Club World Cup to replace Club Leon, who has, I think it's, I can't remember who the other team, maybe is it Chivas? I can't remember which team it is. But the owner of Club Leon also owns another Liga MX team, which disqualified them from having two teams represented at the Club World Cup. So that is why we have this play-in game. LAFC lost to Club Leon in the 2023 CONCACAF Champions Cup final. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Club America lost to Club Leon in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. William Mayer says, I hope that one day the MLS gets rid of the salary cap so that Liga MX can be outplayed more often. Maybe that will happen when Don Garber is gone. Maybe. It just really depends on who replaces him, honestly. It just really depends on who is the next commissioner of Major League Soccer. God, LAFC need this game so bad. There are so many Club America jerseys in the stands. There's so many Club America. Now, obviously, the 32-52 looks like there's a pretty good showing for them, but there are a lot of Club America fans at this match. Jonathan Miranda says, full Brazilian crew. How often does that happen from one nation? That is interesting. That is definitely interesting. Masoik says, remember, guys, no matter who wins, we can always clown Ramos FC and enjoy tomorrow's game. That is my copium. Q Kenny says, my pain is just getting worse. Eric Saul says 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours for what? Cheyenne says, thoughts on today's Champions League final. Cheyenne, appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. Cheyenne, if you want to come through tonight, let me know. I'll send you an invite. You can come through and watch the game with us. I thought it was embarrassing. I thought Inter Milan looked terrible. Like, I just couldn't believe it. That's the same team that scored like 9 or 10 goals on Barcelona in the 2 games. But, I mean, that was horrible. Like, I don't think Barcelona would have. Oh my God, what a terrible giveaway. Holy I don't think Barcelona would have played much better against PSG than that. Much better than PSG against that. So very surprised by that. Very, very surprised. Need to text Cheyenne, see if he wants to swing by. Let's see. Pumas fan says Liga MX is superior. I don't think that that's the case. I think they're very, very close. If MLS isn't surpassed it, just because it's a deeper league, MLS is better from top to bottom. I think most people would admit that at this point. I think MLS has surpassed. No, it's not like a huge gap. I just think that it has surpassed Liga MX. Now, of course, if MLS does win this game tonight, Cheyenne's not coming. He's in a sad mood because the Champions League final. If LAFC win tonight, there's going to be people say, yeah, of course they won. It's another road game for Liga MX. It's the only way that MLS can win is at home. So it's honestly like a lose-lose situation for MLS when it comes to Liga MX fans, but they still need to win this game. They have to win this game. Like I said, this is a legacy match. This is a legacy match for Steve Cherundolo. By the way, guys, we only have 9 likes and 40 of you in here. Smash the like button down below. We got to get 70 likes on the stream tonight. I know we're going to hit that because we always do. All of our live watch longs hit 70 likes. So smash the like button down below if you haven't already. Let's get to 70 likes, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're like 260 subscribers away from 7,000, and we're going to try to hit that as soon as possible. We're going to try to hit that in the next week or two. So also make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you never miss any of my videos. We finally got audio too, which was weird. Is anybody watching? Okay, the game is on TBS. Okay, cool. I'm gonna switch it over then. I'm gonna switch it over because, let's see. New window. Appreciate you for telling me that. That way I can watch in English, right? Because I don't, I don't speak Spanish, and that's I think on DAZN. That's only. So is the Club World Cup going to be on? Is the Club World Cup going to be on TNT and TBS as well? Let's see here. Okay, cool. Here we go. This is good stuff. Okay, cool. Yep, here it is. Nice. Let me turn this down real quick. Let's see. Nice. Good stuff. Appreciate you for telling me that. Game is on TBS. Timothy Park says in English too. Yep, appreciate it. Jesse says hi. Appreciate you for stopping by, Jesse. Simply Dope says I'm on the zone. Okay, sound came on. Yeah, well, it's apparently on TBS as well in English. If you want to watch it on there. Pumas fan says the Club World Cup will be on the zone. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the zone had the rights to the Club World Cup. So all the games are going to be on there. I'm going to be curious how much that affects the viewership. I don't think it's going to cost anything. I think it's free. But I tell you what, this game is very hard to watch. I don't know about you guys, but it's very hard to see right now. Maybe because of the smoke. It's a very, very gray screen right now. I think I could see it better actually on the zone than I can on TBS. This game has been very chaotic through the first 6 minutes. Very chaotic. Both teams are struggling to settle in. Lucas says you need Under for this game. He is technically incredible. You need that against Mexican teams. Also, maybe Giroud for the physicality against Mexican teams. No, I agree. I think that Giroud, and not only that, but how many big games has Giroud played in? He's a World Cup winner. He's played in a Champions League final, if I'm not mistaken. Like the experience he has, you can't replicate or fake. Like he does. I think that they could have used that tonight. And also, too, Jeremy Ebobisse doesn't do anything for this team. Doesn't do anything for this team. Nothing. Don't understand why he's starting. Prey says, can Los Angeles qualify? Yeah, whoever wins this game will be in the Club World Cup. They will be taking Club Leon's spot. And let me look at their group again. I know that the Chelsea's in their group. Can't remember who the other ones are. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Flamengo. I think it's Tunis. Esperance Tunis, or I think is what they're called. They're Tunisian club. And Chelsea. So it's a pretty tough group. I don't think either of these teams are going to have a difficulty. Chelsea's clearly the best team in that group. But they could have a chance. That's probably the second most favorable group. The Sounders are cooked. They're absolutely going to. I mean, they got to play PSG. PSG might score. Someone said earlier 10 goals in the first half. What they did to Inter Milan today looked like what they would do to an MLS team. Speaking of PSG, that they look like what they would do to an MLS team. I even wondered to myself, I was like, could an MLS team do better than this? Could they do a little better than this? I don't know. Maybe, but not good. Not good for, and I think, is Atletico Madrid in that group too? It's Atletico and PSG, and is it Fluminense, I think? I could be wrong about that. Flamengo. Okay. Lucas says, yeah, he won the Champions League, and Under is so good technically. Imagine Bouanga and Under on their wing, and Giroud's hold-up play in the middle, dangerous in the air. not likening how the coach is setting them up. Yeah, but that's Dolo. Dolo is not a good manager at getting the most out of his players. Dolo's not good at maximizing his players' ability. Simply Dope says, them Blues looking like we're going to make some good signings. You talking about Chelsea? Timothy Park says, Ebobisse was good a few years ago when he was in Portland. He actually had his best season as a pro when he played for San Jose. I want to say he scored 17 goals one season with San Jose. He was okay with Portland. He was just a little unpolished, but he's really just kind of like a one-year wonder, I guess. Raphael says Seattle versus PSG. Seattle is in trouble. Like, it's going to be very ugly. T-Max says, let's be honest, y'all, if LAFC wins it, it'll be an upset. Club America is stacked. Yeah, Club America is very good. I mean, I'm honestly surprised that Club America didn't make it to the Champions Cup final. I thought they were going to make it. Eric Saul says MLS could do a little better due to home advantage. Are you talking about in the Club World Cup? I mean, maybe, but I've watched MLS teams play European teams in the summer when the European teams are trying to get fit for the season, right? I've seen them absolutely blow the doors off of them. And MLS is in midseason form, and it didn't matter. It was at home. It was a preseason European team, and they just got absolutely smoked. Now, I'm going to be curious to see what if LAFC do win this game, who are they going to bring in for the Club World Cup? Is Ronaldo a possibility? I mean, Ronaldo, Ordaz has to pass that. And by the way, I just want to be clear. I am definitely pulling for LAFC tonight. I'm not a fan of any team, but if we're playing Liga MX, I'm totally pulling for the MLS team. That's just how it is. Like tomorrow night, I'm going to be wanting Vancouver to win against Cruz Azul. I'm wanting LAFC to win tonight against Club America. Any MLS team that plays a Liga MX team or any team that's not MLS, I will be supporting the MLS team. So yes, I want LAFC to win tonight. I want LAFC to beat Club America. I want another MLS team to be at the Club World Cup. He says, let's see. Then bro says, I don't think he's leaving Saudi. Well, I wouldn't think he was leaving Saudi, but he came out with that post and said next chapter talking about leaving. So I think he is leaving. I think he is going to leave Saudi. And I do think he wants to come to the United States because why would Cristiano Ronaldo, a bilingual superstar, not want to be in the United States? Why would he not want to be in the United States? By the way, we're at 19 likes. We're trying to get to 70, but let's get to 30. Make sure you smash that like button down below. We're at 46 viewers right now watching this with us. Hit the like button down below. Let's get to 30. We're going to get to 70 before the end of the night. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Keep in mind, we have another live stream tomorrow night. We're going to be watching Vancouver take on Cruz Azul to see who is the champions of North America. It's going to be a huge, huge game to see who is the best team in North America. Big stuff coming up. Big stuff coming up tonight and tomorrow. Pumas fan says, 2 questions. Do you think USA bounces back at the Gold Cup? And how far do you see USA going in the World Cup? I think that they will bounce back in the Gold Cup. I think that they're going to overperform. And I think that they'll probably... they'll probably make it to the round of 16 in the World Cup, which some people might think is a failure, but it's a little different now because there's 48 teams instead of 32. So that's not the same as it traditionally is. They would technically be winning an elimination game at that point. D-Life says, bro, this atmosphere is electric. It is. But the sad thing is it's a Club America electric atmosphere. You know, I wish it was an LAFC electric atmosphere, but there's a lot of Club America fans in LA. And look, I don't pretend to know everything about Liga MX, but if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's close between them and Chivas. But I think that Club America is probably the most popular Mexican team there is, right? I mean, they're probably the most popular Mexican team in Mexico, and hell, maybe the world. Most popular Mexican team in the world. Tony says he's going to play for another Saudi club. Listen, I'm not saying he won't, but I would not rule out MLS. This game, This game really does depend on Ronaldo's future. If LAFC can win this game and play in the Club World Cup, then I think that Ronaldo could be in play. I think Ronaldo could be in play if they win this game and they end up playing in the Club World Cup. Because I know Ronaldo, I know that the FIFA president desperately want Ronaldo to be at the Club World Cup. Desperately want him to be at the Club World Cup. Cringe, a member of the channel, says, "Yo, Will, LAFC is taking this." I think there's a chance. Min City says, atmosphere is amazing. Yeah, I mean, the atmosphere is crazy tonight. It is. I mean, it looks incredible. I just wish it was more LAFC fans. But hey, at least people are at the game. People were not showing up to the CONCACAF Champions Cup matches because I think the promotion was very poor for those games. But they're showing up for this game. They are showing up for this game. Simply Dope says, I need Ajimong to channel his inner Drogba for the Gold Cup. Yeah, I just don't know if Ajimong's going to play much, honestly. I think it's going to be primarily Ballo and Brian White playing, honestly. I think that's going to be the two guys. Lucas says, America is the biggest club and followed after is Chivas. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know it's close, but I think, oh, that was a beautiful pass. I think that if Club America scores first, I think LAFC is in trouble because LAFC has they've kind of climbed their way out of holes a lot of times this season. I think that they're going to have to score early if they want to win this game. And also his name is slipping my mind right now, but Club America's manager, let me look it up real quick because I don't want to, I mean, that's important, obviously. Okay, Club America's manager is Andre Jardine. He was rumored to be the next, possibly taking over the Inter Miami job if they moved on from Javier Mascherano. But it looks, I don't know if this is what got Javier Mascherano to get his head out of his you-know-what, but since that rumor came out, Inter Miami has been on absolute fire. They won 4-2 on Wednesday. They just won 5-1 tonight. And I think that has ignited a flame in them that this is a big deal. And another reason why this game matters, besides that, is that Brian Rodriguez, the former LAFC player, by the way, Brian Rodriguez, is playing in this game. And if they lose this game, I could see them selling Brian Rodriguez to Inter Miami because that's what the reports are. Now, I think they could do better. I think that they could do better than Brian Rodriguez, but that's the rumors. That the Inter Miami is interested in Brian Rodriguez. But Brian Rodriguez is kind of a disappointment. He's really hasn't done much. He's always injured. And I really was not impressed with him at LAFC. I thought he was very, very mid. Very, very mid. Puma says, if you had to pick right now, who wins the CONCACAF Gold Cup and who would you say wins? I would probably say Mexico would probably be the favorite if I'm Blanca from deep. I would say that Mexico's probably the favorite. I would say. I mean, just to be honest, I would say I would give us a chance. So I think there's a chance we could win it. Brian Rodriguez is bench riding for America. Yeah, I just don't see why would they pay $10 million for him? I don't understand that at all. Texting Nick real quick. For later. Simply Dope says, I really hope it's an Asian versus African Club World Cup final just to piss off Infantino. Yeah, I mean that would be funny. Tobar says America is basically like the North American Real Madrid. They're the most successful club in all of North America. Andre Jardine is an incredible manager. Inter Miami would be too small for him. I think he would like to, but here's the thing. I think he would like the opportunity to coach it just because even if that's true, being the manager of Messi, and if they want to, that was a crazy challenge. Though. I don't know. Is that a yellow? Did he get a yellow for that? Okay, he did get a yellow. Sebastian, was it Caceres? Yeah, that was kind of a crazy challenge on Marky Delgado. Marky Delgado looks like he's hurt. Is that a red? That's a pretty bad tackle. Is that a red, guys? That looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he injured Marky Delgado. I don't know. That looked a little sus to me. That looked a little sus to me. Bad tackle. Uh, Puma says, "What's your favorite club team?" My favorite club team is Barcelona, and I have a couple teams I like, but Barca is my team. Barcelona is my one and only club. D Life says Suarez is also finally turning it on. Dude takes so long to get going. He's old, man. Give him a break. He's so old. The offside flag says it seems like to me LAFC is trying to absorb pressure for 30 minutes, then try to catch one on a break late in the half. Yeah, I think that that's probably what they're doing. But Dolo's not really good at. That's what they're trying to do, but I don't think Dolo's good at adjusting. Like he's kind of like a one trick pony when it comes to his tactics. He is a horrible manager at adjusting, especially at the half. Tobar says, I meant in terms of a challenge, he should try and go higher after America was my point. No, I think maybe, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe getting a job like Miami could get him an opportunity because of coaching Messi, like get him more notoriety, more notice. Tobar says, nah, never read Orange at best. Awesome Reach says Pulisic fought for Greg Berhalter to return because he wanted to keep golfing and going out for dinners. Simply Dope says, who do you think Miami picks up in the special transfer window? Maybe Brian Rodriguez. If they lose tonight, I think Brian Rodriguez is in play for Inter Miami. It just really depends on what they do tonight. If Club America can win, if Club America loses tonight, I think there's a good chance that he will be a Inter Miami player. Brian Rodriguez, that is. Tobar says game is too soft now. There's an argument to that. Am I behind? Okay, I was behind on that. Eric Saul says PSG is scary now. Is the Italian Serie A the farmer league now? No, I think that Serie A is the second best league in the world. They have the most, besides the Premier League, they are the second best league from top to bottom, in my opinion. I think they're the second best league from top to bottom in the world. That's just my opinion. I think Inter Milan was just sleeping tonight. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but they just did not show up to play. Exactly. That's why Pulisic bailed. Tobar says Serie A has been great for like 3 seasons now. It's great. I think it's the second best league in the world. Cringe says PSG might beat the Sounders 12-0. Okay, if realistically, if we saw today's PSG play the Sounders right now, what do you think the score would be? Today's PSG versus the Seattle Sounders. What do you think the score would be? I think it'd be bad. Do you think Potts should get sacked if the USA crashes out in the group stage or quarterfinals and the Gold Cup? I don't think that they could fire him. I think that his contract is like ironclad. I don't think they can. I don't think they can fire him. I think he's in it for the long haul. It doesn't matter win or lose. He's in it. He's not going anywhere. Cringe says 15-0. He thinks PSG would beat the Sounders 15-0 with the way they play today. I just don't know who the Sounders can't score. The Sounders cannot score. Nobody on the Sounders is going to cook Marquinhos or Donnarumma. Nobody is going to be able to score on them. Who's going to stop Dembele? Tobar says Euro clubs will use reserve up until quarterfinal semis. MLS clubs won't face the starters. I think that even the PSG reserve team could probably beat the Sounders 8-0. Honestly, I think they could because Seattle can't score. Seattle can't score. They're terrible. They have been absolutely embarrassing. And my friend Cheyenne, I call him Cheyenne Sounders, but Cheyenne is a huge Sounders fan. He is just expecting the worst. I mean, we talk about this all the time. They're going to get smoked. Club America's threatening. Oh, okay. Saved by Luis. Awesome says Sounders would just bunker for their lives and still lose 6-7 to nil. Yep. Oh, Ordaz. Got Ordaz playing in the middle now or up top. Got a Boba stay on the wing. Not sure I like that. Buanga has got to show up tonight. He cannot be. He's got to do something. Buanga always comes up small in these games. 47 of you in the chat, 3 likes away from 30. Let's get to 30 likes. Smash the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, we're trying to hit 7K by the end of end of this month. Hopefully, we'll hit it in the next couple of weeks, especially with the Club World Cup and the Gold Cup coming up. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video down below and hit the little bell notification so you never miss a video. Also, for just 10 cents a day, you can become a member of the channel, and there's several perks. All your questions are answered with a membership on the channel. There's a members only live stream that we do once a month where you can ask me anything, any questions. We'll go for 30, 40 minutes. And also there's posts and sneak peeks of video content that you guys get before anyone else. So being a member is a huge deal. Make sure you check out the membership. There's a link in the description below, only 10 cents per day. And it also just really helps me out and helps the channel out. Simply Dope says today's PSG would have rolled through anyone like Inter. I can't think of anyone in the Club World Cup that could stop that train. I mean, I tweeted this today. When you spend that kind of money, it's inevitable that you're going to finally eventually win a Champions League final, right? I mean, it's inevitable when you spend that kind of money. So I'm not surprised. Now, here's a question I have for you guys. Is this game a bigger deal, or is the CONCACAF Champions Cup final a bigger deal tomorrow? Oh, Nathan Ordaz. Oh, this does feel like a big deal. This game does feel like a huge deal. I'm not going to lie to you. This game feels incredible. This game is absolutely electric. Ooh. Which MLS team performs best this Club World Cup? It's going to be Miami, I would say, unless LAFC plays. Tobar says, not just the Sounders zone. MLS clubs just play at slower pace. So I don't see any MLS club not conceding at least 3. Probably. Eric says, I'm watching the LA Galaxy game while I'm listening to this. Both Luna and Gozo look dangerous for RSL, but going for LA to finally win one time, please. I don't see their fortunes turning around tonight, but we will see. We will see if they can get in the winners column at least tonight, right? This is the 17th game of the season. Hopefully they can get their first win through 17. I mean, it's just embarrassing at this point. Cup final hands down. Uwe says, does Sendejas get called up if America loses? Maybe. I doubt it, though. I think that the rosters are set unless there's an injury. Puma says, CONCACAF Champions Cup final is a bigger deal. Simply Dope says, though, that money-wise, this one is. And it is true. You get $10 million if you get $10 million if you just for participating in the tournament. And I think that the CONCACAF Champions Cup final winner only gets like $5 million, if I'm not mistaken, for the exposure this game. Uwe says, yep, I agree with that. Tobar says cup final tomorrow. Cup final secures a cup plus automatic qualifying for the next Club World Cup. But when is this is the next Club World Cup? I think is going to be like the traditional each winner of each region. I don't think they're going to do a tournament style, but every 4 years. Eric says you think Sendejas will get called? Yeah, possibly. The offside flag says, I think this is more important for an MLS than the Gold Cup final for the growth of U.S. soccer. Not the Gold Cup final. I'm talking about the CONCACAF Champions Cup final tomorrow between Vancouver and Cruz Azul. Butterdog says, rest in peace, Seattle Sounders. Yeah, Sounders are getting grouped. They're getting worse than grouped. They're getting deceased. They're going to be deceased after that group. Awesome Reach says, I don't like the Club World Cup. I want more international footy. Simply Dope says, how do you think they can make the CONCACAF Champions Cup a bigger deal from a fan perspective? Promotion. I feel like the promotion for this game was a huge deal. And also I think that the clubs, like who's playing in it is another thing. These are two big clubs. I mean, let's be honest. LAFC definitely has a following. They've won. They've been in big games the last, since they've been in the league. And then Club América is the most historic team in league history for Liga MX. This is just, and plus this is a chance this is a high stakes game, very high stakes game. So there's just a lot of momentum around this match. And it organically has gotten traction. Club América just like LAFC look like they belong in this game. But at the same time, Club América just looks like they're a step ahead, if that makes any sense. They just look like a better team. And keep in mind, like many people point out, there's probably 2 or 3 guys on LAFC's bench that would be the starters that aren't playing. I think Under will probably come in the 45th minute, hopefully. Maybe David Martinez, maybe Olivier Giroud, I would think. Puma says, if you had to guess, what year would you say U.S. wins a World Cup? Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know if they will in my lifetime. Maybe in the 40s. Maybe. And I want to point this out too, which I'll talk about this more tomorrow, because the CONCACAF Champions League final is the tournament that MLS has historically struggled in. MLS has came so far, like they really have. A team like this, Club América, would be beating us. They would be beating us 5-6-0 at one point in MLS's history. This was not even that long ago. This is like maybe less than 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. A team like this would be beating MLS 8-9-0, or not. Sorry, 8-9 years ago they'd be beating us 5-6-0, and this game is very close. So MLS has obviously improved significantly, but I also think Liga MX has taken a step back. I think Liga MX was a better league 10 years ago. I truly believe 10 years ago Liga MX was better. But MLS has also gotten better. So Liga MX has gone down and MLS has gone up. Like, so they're closer because of that. But Liga MX should be, honestly, it shouldn't even be close, because Liga MX can have as many DPs as they want. They can spend $10 million on the whole roster, $10 million per player on the whole roster. MLS can't do that. So it honestly shouldn't be even close. This game should not even be close. Like the disparity. There should be a disparity between both of these leagues, because one has some pretty strict financial rules and the other one doesn't. They can do whatever they want. And who was it that they were going to sign? I'm trying to think of what Liga MX team it was. I think Tigres, maybe. Tigres is going to sign a player from, was it Angel Correa, I think, from Atletico Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but they were going to sign, who were they going to sign? There is an Atletico Madrid player coming to Tigres, if I'm not mistaken. Awesome Reach says, could an MLS club shock everyone at the Club World Cup if they ditched the salary cap, got the five of the best USMNT players as role players, and five world class? I mean, of course they could, but that's not going to happen. Eric says Galaxy goal to go up 1-0. Hey, remember this? They were up against San Diego, lost, up against Philadelphia 2-0, lost 3-2. So there's no lead that is safe with the Galaxy. Yeah, Angel Correa. Okay, so that's what I thought. Yeah, Angel Correa is going to Tigres if I'm not mistaken. By the way, we talked about this briefly earlier. Now, some of you guys were saying that he's not going to come. Oh, what a pass to Bwanga. What a pass. Come on, Denny. What the hell are you doing, man? Um, do you guys want Cristiano Ronaldo to come to MLS at this point? He's 40 years old. He's legitimately 40 years old. He turned 40 in February. Do you want Cristiano Ronaldo to be in MLS at this point? Does he have much left to give? And if you do want him to come to MLS, what team do you want to see him play at? Because I honestly think there's only one team he would play at, and I think it's LAFC. Piggle says he should come to Columbus. Eric says, "Don't you rain on my parade yet? Be positive, Will." We'll see. We'll just see what happens. I'm just being real. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Wayne says, "Yes, he is Ronaldo." Q Kenny says, "No, not more." But Kenny, if he was going to the Galaxy, would you be okay with that though? Puma says, "I think USA should do something they do in Mexico and in many other countries. They should get universities, their own pro soccer teams. Example, Pumas and Tigres are universities." Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I think that rings a bell. Awesome Reach says, "I would say it's possible, but they would have to learn to function as a team." Wayne says for LAFC. Tobar says Brian White scores goal for fun here. I believe me, Ronaldo would score for fun. Uwe says CR7 to Galaxy, please. I mean, that was what I always thought was going to happen. I thought Ronaldo was destined to be an LA Galaxy player, but it just never happened. Never came to fruition. And that's a shame because it felt like if you had told me 10 years ago, you said, "Hey, oh, okay, that was close." If you told me 10 years ago, "Hey, Messi and Ronaldo, which one is more likely to play in MLS in their career?" I would have picked Ronaldo in a heartbeat because of him being bilingual. I think he would fit in better over here. But they got Messi instead, which it's not a bad. That's probably the more ideal signing. But I always thought that Ronaldo was destined to play in Major League Soccer, and I really don't buy that there's any possibility that Ronaldo would ever play with Messi at Inter Miami. There's just no way. There's no way. Honestly, I want more Americans starting in MLS. Like, what do you mean? You want more USMNT players in Major League Soccer? You want more MLS players in the USMNT? Hugh Kenny says, back in the day, I would, but I don't feel this hype no more. Yeah, but honestly, Kenny, just think about it. If Jovic could score 20 goals, or maybe it was 18 goals, I can't remember what it was specific. Maybe it was 20. It was close. If Jovic could score 18 to 20 goals between Paintsel and Peck, what do you think Ronaldo could do? All right, Denny, come on, Denny. Ah, we're doing a good job of eliminating Denny. Pumas fan says, "What evidence do you have that MLS is better than Liga MX?" Well, I think that they're spending a lot more on the top quality players. I think that you can just see the improvement of players that who wants to come to Major League Soccer versus who wanted to come to Major League Soccer 10 years ago. I think that all the games are closer. Now, I'm not going to use Leagues Cup as evidence because that doesn't matter. But just look at all the teams who like how close every final has been in the CONCACAF Champions Cup the last 7 years. It's been an MLS and Liga MX team like the last 7 years. And I honestly believe that the scheduling plays a huge factor in that, because historically MLS teams have struggled, and maybe some better teams haven't advanced through because they're still in preseason form and they lose a game they shouldn't lose. But I just think MLS, I mean, look at tonight. I mean, I think LAFC look like they belong. And yes, Liga MX has better teams. Like their top teams, their Monterrey, their Club America, Tigres, maybe Chivas, but their bottom teams, their mid-table teams, are not as good as Major League Soccer. So MLS inherently is a better league because it's better from top to bottom. From top to bottom, it's a better league. Yes, Liga MX has more championships in the CCC, but I don't think that really matters, because that would be like this. For example, yes, historically they've dominated, but that doesn't mean they're better right now, right? For example, the Patriots in football, NFL, they have 6 Super Bowls. Does that mean they're better than the Chiefs right now because they have 3 more Super Bowls than the Chiefs do? No, it doesn't mean that. It's the Chiefs are a better team right now than the Patriots. But historically, the Patriots are better. But right now, I think MLS teams are better, or the league is better than Liga MX. Historically, it's Liga MX. Tony says more Americans in general. I mean, I'm still a little confused by that. I mean, I'm still a little confused by that. I mean, there's Americans starting for the USMNT. Tobar says Liga MX is going to keep having more CCCs too. MLS is too focused on winning Leagues Cup. Leagues Cup is a joke. Simply Dope says more Americans in MLS, like more USMNT players. I guess what everybody's saying, they want more USMNT players in MLS. CR7 is still my favorite player. I didn't know that, Kenny. I didn't know that CR7 was your favorite player. Makes even more sense. Timothy Park says Pulisic playing for AC Milan in their last game after pulling out of the Team USA looks bad optically. Of course, it looks like he doesn't care about his country. Knicks lost. Damn, that sucks, Keyshawn. I honestly thought they might have a chance to bring it to Game 7. MNB says the ship has sailed with CR7. He won't play well anymore. He's 40 FFS. He needs to be an owner of an MLS franchise. Does he have that kind of money? Pumas says, I disagree about the mid-table thing. You said Pumas are a mid-table team, but Vancouver is the best team in MLS and couldn't beat them. They only beat us on away games. Well, Vancouver is the best team in Major League Soccer this season, but I don't know. I mean, Vancouver was a team that didn't even make the playoffs, or they barely made the playoffs last year. They were like the 17th best team in the league last year in MLS. And think about that. They're having a good season this year because their manager is very good. Eric Saul says MLS needs relegation. How's the game going? I mean, it's good. It's 0-0, 42 minutes in. Both teams look pretty good. Pretty well even match. I think it could go either way. I mean, like I said, this is a legacy game for Dolo. Huge legacy game for Dolo. Keyshawn says, honestly, I'm not upset Pulisic sat this one out. Other people got to step up. Can't be too reliant on him. I know what you mean, but it just looks bad when he decides not to represent his country, especially when it's so important to have this chemistry and gelling with his new coach and some of the players he hasn't played with in a while, like Dest and Ballo. I just think any opportunity you have to play in a tournament, like this isn't Camp Cupcake. This is the Gold Cup. I mean, this is the biggest tournament they're going to have until the World Cup next summer. And you would think that he would want to play as many games as he possibly can for his country before the World Cup. Especially because this is a huge momentum builder. It could be for the U.S. I mean, I think the Gold Cup matters more than the Nations League. Young said, he says, where can I watch this game? You can watch it on DAZN and you can watch it on TNT. Keyshawn says, but Poch messed up the rest of the roster. I mean, he's got some questionable people in there, but we'll see if they can step up, because a lot of the guys who are the main pillars of the team they haven't stepped up for the team. They have been MIA or just really disappointed when we needed them most. Eric says, I think there can be more of an emphasis on the few clubs playing more Americans players that are homegrown. There are a number of clubs that are horrible with academy players being played. I mean, yeah, there's for sure. I agree with that. Tobar says, and that's saying something because Pumas are maybe. Simply Dope says, no, I mean more Americans in the league itself. MLS needs to develop more homegrown players instead of mostly going after internationals. Yeah, but my whole line of thinking is that you sign the best player you can and you let them compete with your homegrowns, and that's just naturally going to have more development, make them a better player, have them earn it. Don't give it to anybody. You don't just give spots to any player. You have to make them earn it. So yes, I agree that ideally you want more Americans to play, but it has to be earned. God, that was a terrible pass by Tillman to Bwanga. Keyshawn says, winner of this game is getting a good amount of money being in the Club World Cup. Yeah, $10 million. Whoever wins this game will get $10 million just from entering the Club World Cup. Not too bad. Not too bad. QK says, I know LA traffic is going to be crazy. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, this is I saw some of the videos and stuff and people sharing the pregame festivities, and it looked crazy. It looked absolutely insane for this game. Uwe says, how do you compare this LAFC team to the one that with Bell and Vela? It's not even comparable. The one with Vela and Bell was way better. Way better. Not even close. Tobar says you can't coddle talent. Yeah. I think you got to let them fight it out, battle it out for the let the best man win. Keyshawn says youth soccer is pay to play. If you want better talent, you got to get inner city youth playing. I agree. I think that you got to get as many people playing as you possibly can. Invest money into as many different players in many different places as you possibly can, and you're going to have a bigger pool of talent. That's what you got to do. Simply Dope says J League is a good example of what I mean. Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree that development is important, but you have to do it in a way where they earn it. You have to do it in a way because I honestly think the domestic talent has maybe gotten worse, but the league has gotten better. Think about that. MLS domestic talent has gotten worse probably in the last 10 years, in my opinion, but the league's quality has went up. Why do you think that is? Pumas fan says, how can you say that MLS is better than Liga MX right now when the CCC, no MLS team has beaten a single Liga MX team without away goals? Yeah, but here's the thing. No MLS team has beaten a Liga MX team on the road, but no Liga MX team has beaten an MLS team on the road. Neither leagues have won a road game yet. Neither team has won a road game. So, of course, they're going to have a home field advantage. It's just natural. Uwe says, who do LAFC need to do? Who do they need? What do LAFC need to do? Sorry, to close the gap. To close the gap between the 20. Is it the first half? First half is over. 0-0. Pretty evenly matched game. Could go either way. Honestly, LAFC look a lot better in this game than I thought they would. I don't know. I don't know what LAFC need to do specifically to close the gap between the Bell and Vela team. I mean, they need to get players who can actually take over games. Denny Bwanga he's just so small in big games. Pumas fan says also Vancouver and Pumas played while Pumas were having a terrible season and just got a new coach while Vancouver was doing good in MLS. Yeah, but that was still early in the season. Didn't they lose to Pumas or they advanced against Pumas? Let me see when that was. That was in like March. That was like only 1 month into the season. That was still very early into the season. Let me see here. April 2nd. Yeah, I mean, that was still that was only a month into the season, man. I think they were still in preseason form. Lucas says if LAFC want to get Giroud and under in next and a half. Also, I predicted Bwanga is getting pocketed by Reyes. Yeah, I mean, Wong is not having a great game. Salvador Chavez says, "Hi, my friend. Welcome to the stream. 50 of you in the stream. Let's see how many likes we got here. We've got 40 likes. We're 10 away from 50. We're gonna try to hit 75 before the game is over. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. We're 5 subscribers away from 6,750 subscribers. So subscribe if you haven't already, and also become a member of the channel. Only 10 cents a day, and there's all these perks you get with being a member of the channel. And on top of it, it helps me out. I hope you guys enjoy the content I make for you as much as I enjoy making it. So being a member helps us out, and there's a lot of perks. All your questions are answered. Members only live streams, sneak peeks of content coming out. Make sure you're a member of the channel. There is a link in the description below. Eric says, pray POTUS and Infantino can rig the World Cup for the USMNT. He also says Ronaldo has his head up his. If he doesn't come to MLS, I live in LA, and if he comes here, it's an infinite money glitch. Oh, he'll be a king there. He'll be a king in LA. He will be the guy. He will be the guy if he goes to any LA team. He'll be the guy. 100%. That's just a fact. That is just a fact. Nick should be here in a minute. Simply Dope says our academies seem to be behind our nation, or seem to be behind other nations. So we're always playing catch up. Honestly, Pro Rel could help with its development because of the emphasis we can put on better youth development. Look, that is a complicated thing to talk about. I understand Pro Rel. There's a lot of pros with it. Look at the Galaxy this year. They would be punished for having a bad season, but I just don't think we're going to have that anytime soon. Tobar says Pumas always having a bad season. Guys, he's Ronaldo. He doesn't need money. He's got a lot of money. He's making 200 million euros a year in the Saudi League. He's good on money. He's good. Ernest says we are the visitors in our own stadium, shaking my head. I mean, that is pretty crazy to see how many Club America, but we're not like, I'm not shocked. It's LA. There are so many Mexican Americans in Los Angeles. Of course, there's going to be Club America fans there. Of course. Joshua Ecker says, I fully expected America to score a goal or two by now. It does look like they are exhausted. It's true. Kenny says, ask Nick, besides LA Galaxy, what other MLS team he hates? Yeah, I'll definitely ask him that. Here, I'll save this so I can. Tobar says Americans aren't ready for Pro Rel, to be honest. Very flaky fair weather fans. They couldn't take their team getting relegated. It just wouldn't work in the US, in my opinion. And what about my guy Max Bretos calling this game? My guy who's been on the channel several times, good friend of mine, Max Bretos, doing a hell of a job calling this game. The original guy they call LAFC, the play-by-play LAFC broadcaster. Max Bretos is a good dude. Good dude. Eric says, I don't care if it's wrong. Trump and Infantino need to rig the World Cup for the U.S. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I mean, what is he going to do? Not let anybody else in? Jonathan Miranda says, I think half the league just doesn't care about developing actual talent. Don't need a rocket scientist to see some clubs who couldn't give a rat's ass. Yeah, I mean, that's, what's really sad is how bad LAFC and the LA Galaxy's academies are. Like, who have they really developed that's been a star? All these players in LA County or in the area, and they haven't developed one player who's made a difference for their team. Not one player. Not one. They have not made a difference. That's crazy. If Cruz Azul wins the CONCACAF Champions Cup, would you say Liga MX is better? Because Cruz Azul are an okay team in Mexico right now, and Vancouver are an incredible MLS. So I feel like you'd have to give credit to Cruz Azul. Okay, so here's my thing about that, right? I believe that finals should be in neutral locations. It's not fair for either side to have to play on the road. So if Vancouver are having to travel like 8 hours on flight, they're like 3,400 miles away to go from Vancouver to Mexico City. That's a long distance. So I think it's going to affect them. I mean, I don't know. It definitely changes. And plus, it's one game. I don't think one game can decide which league is better. But if MLS wins it, it's obviously impressive because they had to travel 8 hours by flight. They had to travel 3,400 miles to win that game. That's a big deal. I think it's a big deal. That's very impressive to do something like that. So we'll see. We will see. But I mean, either way, the leagues are very close. Uwe says, thoughts on San Diego being a rival to both LA teams? I mean, it's good for them, honestly. I think if one of them's bad, it has another team that is, um, if one LA team is bad, there's another Southern California team who can step up and kind of push them, I think, which is good. All the good teams you can possibly get to push other teams to be better is a good thing for the league. And it's good. It's a good thing for those teams. Let's see. SWZ10 says Toronto FC needed to be relegated, bro. Toronto FC is just in shambles. Like, look, everybody would say this, and maybe I have a crazy ego for saying this, but if I were to run the Galaxy, Toronto FC, I could have that team competing. I know the formula how to win an MLS. I'm not saying I could win an MLS Cup, but I would have that team. I would have that team competing. Okay, we got my boy Nick Chastain of the Voices of Black and Gold in here to give his. He's going to watch the second half with us, guys, by the way. He's going to watch the rest of the second half. Nick, how's it going, my friend?
Man, 0-0 first half and it's what else could we ask for? You know what I mean? I would prefer to be ahead right now. However, it is what it is. Like LAFC's holding their own right now. Is playing that real defensive style game, which I'm not too crazy about. I want them to sort of put them on their back foot a little bit, put some pressure on them. But it seems like our way is to sit back and and defend.
Yeah, but man, you couldn't have asked for a more. I don't want to say perfect half. Obviously, scoring would have helped, but some people in my chat thought that this game was going to get out of hand and that Club America was going to run away with this. LAFC looked like they belonged. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. When I saw that David Martinez, Olivier Giroud, Under was on the bench to start this game off, I thought, man, are they even wanting to win this game? But you know what?
Yeah.
They played pretty well.
Yeah, look, I said it on the show. I actually wanted Giroud and Under to start with Bawanga. And, I referenced this on the show, more of how Kalini would set the tone of the pace of with LAFC, sort of be the general out there. I wanted that to be from the older guys. It seems like we decided to go with the younger ones and then maybe bring in the Giroud and the Under, 65th, 70-minute. Possibly even in the 80th, if it's still 0-0 that we're expecting to go into extra time. You bring those guys in, some more veterans, someone that's been through this type of energy, and how big of a game this actually is. So guys that could really step in. You know what I mean?
100%, man. And you know what? I texted this to you. I've been tweeting this. I've told the chat all night. Dude, this is Dolo's legacy on the line as an LAFC manager. This is the last big game he could possibly play. I mean, if he makes the MLS Cup this year, obviously that would be it. But this could be the last big game he plays as an LAFC manager.
Yeah. The question was asked about that, and he didn't really have anything to say. He doesn't seem to think like this is that big of a deal, or he thinks the game is, but this isn't his legacy. Look, that's been the topic since that presser came out, right? Like, people aren't happy with the energy that Dolo was giving out at that press conference, for sure. And it's how will the guys respond, and the first, as I said, the first 15 minutes, you're like, okay, we're playing Dolo ball where we're sitting back. For it to end at 45 plus and it still be 0-0, I think that's a big deal for LAFC. So we have to see how we can come out in the second half. I mean, most people have us going to extra time. Especially within the LAFC community, LAFC chat. They have us going into extra time, not making it to the PKs. None of us want to go to PKs, that's for sure. But most people have LAFC winning, but only in extra time. So, hey man, it seems like it's going according to plan for them. Now, me personally, I don't want it to go to extra time at all. I want to get it done and over with. So. Hopefully this second half opens up a little bit more. LAFC puts a little bit more pressure on them, and has a little bit more of control of the possession, because right now it's 42% to their 58%. So I would like to flop that around and LAFC try to take control a little bit.
Yeah, and Lucas asked this, which I think he's being sarcastic. He says, "Ask this guy Nick, who's also the host of the Voices of Black and Gold. He is the biggest LAFC podcast that there is. So go check him out. By the way, he says, ask this guy if Bouanga or why Bouanga is not playing today. Is he injured? I think that's sarcasm
That's
because
sarcasm.
yeah,
That's definitely sarcasm. Look, I think Bouanga, he has a lot on his shoulders, and I think we've seen a couple little glimpses of some things that will be promising with him. To be honest with you, I get it. Everybody wants Bouanga to score, but it isn't always the case, especially when you're playing someone with this as big of a club as we're playing right now. So that's all right. A little digs at Bouanga, but when he scores and hits that front flip, come back in the chat.
Well, I tell you what, this is a big game for Denis Bouanga too, because there's a stigma with him that he always comes up short in big games.
It's fair.
This is a big game, and it's kind of funny, man. I feel like there's a lot of similarities between Bouanga and Dolo about their performances in big matches, right? But we know Bouanga is good, man. He's really good. He's he's consistently in the Golden Boot race for Major League Soccer, and we know. I think that is why people are so disappointed in him, Nick, is because we've seen what he can do when he's playing well, and we expect him to do that when a game matters.
Right. And there's points to that. I think it's interesting that I'll have this conversation right now about it, but it's the truth. You look back at LAFC and they've always had that one player that they lean on the most, and it's how does that player take that type of pressure?
Yeah.
At one point in 2019, it was Vela FC. You would hear a lot of LAFC fans, supporters refer to it as that because it was all on Vela's shoulders. You know what I mean? And that is what it is right now for Bouanga. So when it goes to these, is how can you overcome that pressure within these finals and stuff? And sometimes it's too hard because it is all lying on you. And when other people aren't doing certain things that you guys are expecting, then you feel like you've got to do a little bit more. And I think that's the case for Bouanga in a lot of these playoffs. He feels the pressure. He feels that he has to do more, and that's a problem. And I actually agree with that, bro. That's what I said. Put him in, but I don't get paid the big bucks like that. So hopefully they'll come in. I'm really hoping around the 65th, 70th minute. Would have preferred it opposite. Like I said, start them, bring in the young guns with fresh legs towards the end. I think that would have been a great way to utilize Ordaz, but Dolo's going to Dolo.
Dolo's going to Dolo. We got 57 of you guys in the chat right now. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. We're 6 likes away from 50. Let's hit that before the second half starts. And also, we're 3 subscribers away from hitting 6750. We're getting closer and closer to 7K, man. I think we'll hit it next month for sure, especially with all the stuff coming up. So make sure you subscribe, like the video down below, and subscribe to the channel. Now, I have a question for you that Kenny wanted me to ask you. Now, Kenny is a loyal LA Galaxy fan. And he wanted to know, he says, ask Nick, besides the LA Galaxy, what other MLS team he hates? That was an interesting question. I was kind of curious myself.
That's very interesting. The thing is I don't know if there is any, right? It's just for some, we have to hate one another when it comes to Carson and LAFC. It just has to happen, and it's good for the league. But it seems like right now Carson's under fire with multiple teams, so that would have to be San Diego now, right? So they're getting into their thing, and obviously we had a little riff with them when we were there also.
They got a riff with everybody though, apparently.
And I know that San Jose and them, but honestly, it seems like we get into it a lot with Portland Timber when we're it's always a real chippy game. If it isn't Carson, it's Portland. Like, we just have a real chippy game with them every time. There's always some type of red or yellow, and I think that's a game that all the guys show up for, and the environment's always been pretty good at them, of course, but nothing touches the LAFC, Carson, El Trafico rivalry that we have going on, and I truly believe that. And they're fun and they're great, and even this one, and this is not a dig at the question, but with Carson being so bad, yet they showed up and played well against LAFC for us just to take away 1 point. I mean, that was a loss for LAFC, basically. We should have had the whole 3, and it's just it doesn't matter where they're sitting. It's going to be a freaking game that you want to watch, that you have to watch.
No, I agree. And the second half is about underway. Brian Rodriguez, a former LAFC player, is making his way onto the pitch. And it looks like Jonathan Dos Santos is also going to be on the pitch, who's a former LA Galaxy player. 2 LA guys coming onto the pitch. Nick, before the second half starts, and I want the chat to know too, but I'm going to get Nick's thoughts first. What's the score prediction or your score prediction for the second half? Who's going to win this game?
I have 2-1. I put it at 2-1. I thought that someone would have scored already, and then whomever didn't would be 2-1 LAFC. Yeah, so I'm still sticking with 2-1, but I do not want extra time and penalty kicks. I don't.
Well, I told the chat tonight I want LAFC to win because anytime an MLS team is facing a club that's not another MLS team, I'm pulling for that MLS team. So I'm wanting LAFC to beat Club America tonight. And I got to point this out. Anytime you're on my channel and you say LAFC is going to win, they lose.
Sorry, stop it, bro. See, that's why I didn't even want to. I wasn't going to come on here.
I just want to correct Nick. He said the Club America is going to win 2-1 tonight.
No, I did not. No, I did not. Never.
He has fingers crossed though when he said it. But we will see. I'm going to be very curious to see how they come out in the second half. I don't think we talked about this earlier. By the way, my score prediction is still, I think it's going to be 1-1 and it's going to go into extra time and probably PKs. I predicted 2-2 earlier, but I think that unless this game opens up more and they can finish chances. See, that was a lazy pass by Bwong. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I think it's going to be 1-1. It's going to go into extra time and it's eventually going to go to PKs. Were you surprised that Ebobisse, I mean, I thought Ordaz was going to start because he's been good this year, right? Me and you've talked about that several times, but Ebobisse, man, just not a big fan of his. I think there's so many better options that you could have done.
First of all, you are way ahead of me on this game. So that's annoying. Second of all, no, not annoying with you. I was like, hold on, Bwonga pass, and then like seriously, forever ago passes, and then I finally see. Ebobisse, I was very surprised. It was not what I wanted. Again, I really didn't. But I guess Martinez is still hurt, and I think that's a problem. You know what I mean? So who else was going to come in? Again, I wanted Giroud and Under, so I would have been fine with Under getting the start than Giroud, I guess. If there had to be one that wasn't in because of Ordaz. But for me, I would have preferred to have Ordaz later in his energy. Like, that's how I would have liked. But he's been the best guy on the team in the last 8 games, to be fair. Like, he seriously has. Like, the kid has been very good, homegrown, academy player, represented LAFC before he was even in the academy. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that type of beautiful story for him to be playing in this type of game and getting a start. But yeah, so Giroud and Under have to come in and get Ebobisse off, and Ordaz at some point.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that, David Martinez, I think he picked up a knock in a cup, like a game or two. I think he got injured or maybe hurt himself, but he's on the bench tonight. And so I'll be interested to see if he ends up getting any. He probably won't play tonight, but he could, right? That'll be interesting to see if he does. But, I'm really impressed with Aaron Long and Segura tonight. I think they played very well. I think they played really well tonight, actually, which you need them to, because you and I have talked about Lloris bailing this team out numerous times this season. And even having, there's only so much you can do in goal if your team is just leaking goals in, right? Or the defense is they're not marking their guys properly. But if those two can play good in front of him, and Lloris with the experience he has, I mean, that's why I think they have a chance tonight. The attack has got to create some chances and finish some opportunities. But man, the most important player for this team, and we talked about it earlier, but it's the truth, man. It's Denny Bouanga. That pass that I saw maybe 20 seconds before you, because I'm from the future. That was just a bad pass. It's like Denny in these big pressure moments, he just makes the wrong decision.
Yeah, I mean, look, as I say, it's a ton of pressure. Everybody's gonna make mistakes. But yeah, at this point, it has to be a 90-plus minute when you're playing a giant the way that we are. You know what I mean? And with such a big deal of a tournament that it is, you're going for the FIFA Club World Cup, bro. Like, this is what you play for to show. I mean, after this, you go and play Chelsea. Whoever wins this game plays Chelsea, dude. Like, that's incredible. So you can't have those mistakes of a lackluster pass. But yeah, Segura, Long, they're finding their footing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people complain about Segura. I'm one of them that has complained about Segura because he's definitely not what he was before he got hurt. However, he does represent the attitude and what LAFC has been about for such a long time. Because if you think about it, he's been with us for a while.
2019, right? Or was he 2018?
No, 2019.
Yeah.
And he's been with us from all that time. So he gets what it takes to be LAFC black and gold. And at first it was rocky and shaky. You've seen his form get better, and him and Long are doing a better job together. And because a lot of us will complain about, hey, we haven't really replaced like a Murillo, really.
No,
Murillo was a big deal. Oh no, yeah, it's hard to replace a Chiellini,
Yeah.
But Murillo learned a lot from Chiellini.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Are you on TBS or are you on
TNT? Yeah, I'm on TNT.
Oh, TNT. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just a bad giveaway by Club América and a chance that LAFC should have. I'm sure you saw that by now. They should have done something with that.
I just seen it. Like I'm just seeing it.
Are you watching it on YouTube TV?
No, TNT, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a setting at the bottom. If you're watching on a television, there's something you can turn off that makes the game closer to live. Like, there's something that delays the game 30 seconds. There's a feature you can click on that can change that.
Let me see. I'll be right back. Let me go get my remote. Hang on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the hell's happening. I'll be right back.
Setting YouTube TV. Chat, how are we feeling about this game? That was a golden opportunity for the LAFC to capitalize. I mean, this bad giveaway by Club América, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. We're not able to capitalize on it. They got to. MLS has been haunted by not. Was that Brian Rodriguez that just shot that into the stands? That's who Miami won. That guy's buns, dude. I'm not a Brian Rodriguez guy. I'm not a Brian Rodriguez guy at all. I think they could do way better. But anyway, that's a side point. I think that LAFC they've got to create these chances or finish these chances, especially when Club América is giving the ball away. MLS has been haunted by not finishing chances historically. Been absolutely haunted by not finishing their chances historically. William Ayers says, I like the fact that the first ever FIFA Club World Cup will be played in the United States, U.S., because U.S. is being part of history of that competition, like Uruguay in 1930, hosting the first ever FIFA World Cup. And he says first World Cup was in Brazil. And he says, could you imagine if the first ever FIFA World Cup had been played in the U.S. in 1930? That would have been amazing. Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy. Were you able to fix it?
I don't know. We'll
What's your time right now?
53.
53 exactly?
53, 57, 58, 59.
Okay,
54.
I'm 9 seconds ahead of you. I'm at
Oh, okay.
54:10.
That's not bad now.
No,
Good.
no. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I heard you talking about Brian Rodriguez. We've had our hands in the Uruguayan player poll, and Rodriguez was one that was with us, and he's actually a good player, bro. It's his head, and it's the
that wasn't a foul?
what?
Did you see that?
Yeah. And he looks hurt.
Yeah, well, was that not a
He's
foul?
grabbing his wrist.
I don't know, man. I think that was a foul.
What?
I hadn't seen the replay on it yet, but that looked like a foul to me.
But yeah,
we were talking about Brian Rodriguez. You're
yeah,
saying
he's a good player, dude. It's just his team gets in his head, and they sort of screw him up. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been smart for him just to not try to get out of LAFC the way he did. Now he comes off the bench for America. Cool. They're a huge team. They're a gigantic team when it comes to Liga MX. But I do think he goes to Miami. It's going to be a good pairing. I mean, truthfully, it's going to be good, dude.
I'm not a big Brian Rodriguez guy, man.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Well, I just think Rossi was better because
Rossi is better.
Rodriguez is faster, maybe a little bit. I don't want to say better with the ball, but he's just not. He can't finish, man. Like, he's athletically better than Rossi, but he's just not technically better than Rossi. And he also got injured a lot, man. I remember he was hurt. He's hurt a lot for Club América, and he was hurt for LAFC quite a bit.
He does get hurt a lot. And Rossi definitely was a better player. Is a better player, in my opinion, personally. Sure. But I'm a Rossi fan. Like, if LAFC could get Rossi back, I would be one that says, take him. Like, I like Rossi. I hate it when they sent him to Fenerbahce. And when there was a chance for him to come back, I was one to say, man, bring him back to LAFC like they did Tuesta, but didn't happen. And look, he's the head of really the crew. He's running the ship over there. I mean, they did get spanked today, right?
Yeah, they did. By the way, Roller brought up an interesting point. He says, yo, Will, are the markings above the teams on the scoreboard the amount of subs they have left? Pretty cool. If so, I'm watching it on the zone, by the way. I think that is. I think that is the amount of substitutions each team has left. Cool. Yeah, it is cool to keep you in the loop with that. See, MLS, this is just a small complaint, always got to call it out when I see it. I wish MLS had a better presentation with their games, the score bugs than like this. Like, actually show the team's logos, not just the colors, and then also something cool like that where it shows how many substitutions you have left.
And can we talk about the energy in the stadium, bro?
Yes,
like, how cool is that right now?
Yes.
Both sides, both ends and behind the goal, you can see where the supporters are. The Liga MX fans for America came and they brought their vibe there, but yet 32-52 are holding their own. Sound great over the TV. Both the flares were going, which they didn't show on TV, but if you follow any of the accounts, you'll see they literally were shooting the flares off and all that. MLS, we got in trouble for doing that.
Yeah.
And because Don don't have anything to do with this, it happened and it was beautiful, but they didn't show it. And that's a shame because that type of energy is what we want to see, dude. I posted on my X all yesterday about America outside of the hotel, and then all the LAFC 32-52 fans doing the same thing. last night, all the flares and just all the colors and the smoke, bro. It was beautiful. And then they do it here and put on an awesome display at the very beginning, and the TV don't show it to show what this type of energy really is. It can rival some of the best when you bring MLS and Liga MX together. You know, we see it some in League's Cup, but because MLS has something to do with it, we don't get what we got here. You know what I mean?
Bro, Dolo's drinking a coffee on the sideline. Dude's about to fall asleep. Dude has no energy. He's low energy as they come, bro. That's crazy. Have you guys ever seen a coach drinking a coffee on the sidelines? That is crazy, dude. That's crazy.
His press conference was small energy.
Dude, I got to take a picture of that, dude. I have never in my life seen a manager ever drinking coffee on the sideline. I've seen him smoke. I ain't never seen him drink coffee, bro.
Oh, man.
I had never seen that before in my life.
What's his name? Come on, man.
The Serie A coach?
Yeah.
Mazzurro or
Siri, what was his name? God dang, he coached for Chelsea too.
Cesario.
He coached for Chelsea
coached
too.
Napoli, he coached Chelsea.
He's actually going back to Lazio.
Lazio, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Smoking, dude. I've never seen a coach drinking coffee, bro. That is wild. That is wild. That's wild, bro. I've never seen that before. But as far as what you were saying about the environment or the atmosphere, because it is a big deal, I am surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because there's a lot of Mexican Americans in LA, and so obviously Club América is the biggest Mexican team in the world. So I'm not surprised by that. What I'm surprised by is how big of a deal this game feels like, Nick, because this feels like a bigger deal than even the Champions League final or the CONCACAF Champions Cup finals, man. Like this feels like a huge, like the stadium when LAFC were playing in the CONCACAF Champions Cup game, they couldn't even sell out the stadium.
Yeah. 100%.
This feels like a bigger deal. Oh, you're ahead of me, by the way, because I forgot to what happened. Was it a handball?
No, they're gonna say this spikes up inside the penalty area. They're about to get a PK.
Uh-oh. This is not good, huh?
Every time I come on your show, bro.
Let's see.
I'm blaming your show. Oh, man, no.
Wow. So Marky Delgado gets a yellow. They're going to get a PK. This is not good. That's BS. I think that is BS. What do you think? Take your bias hat off a minute.
I'm not happy about it, but if it was on the other way around, we would want that penalty called. You know, yeah. I mean, the thing is I do think that he's going for the ball. The guy's kicking, coming forward, so he goes into the leg. It isn't like he was coming forward with the leg, which could be the argument, right? Because he's more standing up, going for it. The guy comes in, coming this way, boom, he gets him.
Is this Brian Rodriguez taking this? Oh, it is. I don't know if he can make this. I feel good against him against Hugo Lloris. We'll see. What's your time right now before he kicks it?
43. 6.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm not saying anything.
How did you get ahead of me, bro?
I'm not saying anything. Well, Club América has scored. They are up 1-0 after the penalty conversion by Brian Rodriguez. Up 1-0 in this match. LAFC guys score if they want to get this in extra time, but that was my prediction. It was going to be 1-1. And it's going to go into extra time and finished on PKs. Can Dolo make the adjustments? Nick, we talked about getting these guys in at the sixth, honestly, maybe in at halftime. It's almost the 64th minute. Now's the time to get Under, Giroud, even Martinez if they think he can play. This is the time to make the subs. This is the time. Club America have made 3 subs already. 3. Dude, Pumas fan is saying that I told you Liga MX is better because they made a penalty. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. But they got to make subs right now. They got to bring in. They got to bring in Giroud. They got to bring in. They got to bring in Under. They got to bring in David Martinez. This is the time to make substitutions. 65th minute. This is the time. How you feeling, Nick? You deflated?
No, I'm not deflated. I wish it wouldn't have fouled, bro. It's just a silly. That's that lapse that we were talking about. They can't happen, bro. It has to be 90 plus minutes focused. And every time I come on your show, we lose.
I told you to say Club America was going to win. You didn't want to hear
the chat's going crazy, though, dude. Over on your chat and in the LAFC chat, a lot of people are not happy about it. Others are saying we're lucky we got away with not getting a red. So, you know, it's a little bit of a split emotions right now. You know what
Did
I
I
mean?
miss something? Because I rewinded it to see the Dolo coffee picture. Did I miss something? We're talking about the handball by Delgado, right?
It wasn't a handball. It wasn't a handball. It was him kicking. He kicked his leg, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, oh my God, dude.
All right, it's opening up now, bro. You can see the energy now. LAFC has a little bit more pep in their step, bro. They're a little bit more frantic right now, even, which this is dangerous because once they get like this, they get out of position and it's not good.
Roller
See, just a stupid pass, dude. Come on.
Roller just says, why are people acting like they just scored the winner? There's still 25 minutes plus extra time, honestly, and or added time. This game isn't ending with 1 goal. Well, if they don't get some substitutions, it could, Roller. They need to be getting Giroud. They need to be getting Under. All the guys who can score and create, they need to get them in. Get Abobasi out. Honestly, Ordaz is not bad, but they need to get him out too. They need to get the guys in who are vets playing the big games. They need to get the vets who play in the big games.
They did.
I mean, Giroud's sitting over there. He's ready to go, dude. He's ready. I mean, his legacy's on the line, man.
That's what I'm saying. Ice in his vein. He's like, put me in, bro. Look at him. Like, I'm with you. Get this fraud out of the club, bro. Dolo is cut.
I told you, man. I told you. I said, dude's legacy's on the line tonight. Biggest choker.
Dolo doesn't want to. I'm telling you, bro. He doesn't care to win, my guy.
Dolo doesn't have the killer instinct. He doesn't, bro. He's soft. He just doesn't have it, man. I don't know how he's ever going to cut it out in Europe with that mentality. Talks about him playing for oh God, who was his was it Hanover, I think was his club in Germany. Yeah, dude, he's never going to make it in the Bundesliga if he's got that mentality. Every game matters over there.
Yeah,
he'll never make it.
See, honestly, I see it as he thinks, because it's not. Honestly, I don't think it's just Dolo. I think it's
David Martinez is coming on.
Relegation is a big deal, man. And this is what you can play scared and whatever. Martinez.
Ordaz comes out. Are you kidding me? You take out Ordaz, you leave Abobase in. Dude, Abobase is cheeks. He is buns. He is terrible. He's not good. Do you know how big of a downgrade Abobase is from Kai Kamara?
I'm just that's our sub. A kid that's been hurt. Bring the dudes in. Let's go.
What are they saving him for? This is it, dude. This is a chance to play in the Club World Cup. Make $10 million for making it. Cristiano Ronaldo, we haven't even talked about yet. A chance to get him if you play in this tournament.
10 million. And this is how you're playing. I'm telling you right now, bro, we lose here like this. You got to let that man go. Go on and go.
Dolo?
You're already on vacation. Yeah, you're already on vacation. Just go on and go.
Thing,
you just
dude.
cost us $10 million, bro.
Bro, JT is too scared, bro, to do anything.
Has to.
JT's never. I don't even think JT's the one who fired Bob Bradley. I think that was another person who made the decision for that. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, Denny. Denny's just doing too much, man. Doing way too much. Butterdog says, watch LAFC park the bus for no reason. Park the bus, dig at Dolo. Dude, Bouanga just doesn't look like him tonight. How many times have me and you seen him make that corner goal?
Yeah.
Timothy Park says Delgado is costing LAFC $10 million, not Dolo. What do you think about that?
That ain't a lie.
You think Delgado's been the worst player on the pitch tonight for LAFC?
No, I think that was a bad play right there, though. That just costed us. I mean, so I'm not going to say that that's a lie.
Dude, get Giroud in the game,
but I
bro.
think that Dolo has a style of play that is costing us. I think us sitting back and letting them have their way with us is what's costing us. And then you put a lot of pressure on the guys to do things that are uncharacteristic because they're uncomfortable, as opposed to us being the ones to make them uncomfortable. And Brian Rodriguez celebrating and another kid in front of our stadium. You know what I mean? It's just mad disrespect, bro.
Get Giroud in the game, bro.
Not just Giroud. You need an under in there also, bro. 75th, 70 minute already, and you ain't got these guys in there. You're down 1-0.
Here's what I would do. Would you take Tillman or Delgado out?
I'm taking Delgado out.
Take Delgado out. Put Martinez in the midfield. Put Under on the right side. Giroud up top, and Bouanga. See, that's what happened in the Champions Cup final, man. He started a bunch of randoms in the first leg, and I don't know what the hell he was doing, and it put them in a bad spot in leg 2, where they had to have a crazy game in order to beat Club Leon. It just doesn't make sense why Dolo does this to himself, bro. It's self-inflicted damage. He does this to himself all the time.
Crazy. Just crazy, bro.
Timothy Park says, that's fair, Nick. Good analysis. Cringe says, a member of the channel says, why hasn't Dolo subbed Giroud in yet? Roller says, Dolo is so ass.
Dude, we all see it. If we see it, don't you think that he'll get paid all that money? He sees it. Bruh.
Listen, when I saw the man drinking a coffee on the sideline, okay, Giroud's coming in now. He's getting ready.
Thank you. Ice in this man's veins. Ice in this man's veins.
I'm doing a reverse psychology on this.
We're about to get a header. Let's go. Come on. Let him in. Reverse psychology it up, Will.
I am. I'm doing some reverse psychology stuff.
He's going to bring him in at the 70th something minute, and Under isn't even going to get in this game.
I think Under's coming in too. I think maybe. I don't know. T-Max is Giroud and Under on their way in. Timothy Park says Giroud is coming in. Lewis says Dolo is one of the worst managers in MLS. He just has the team to bail him out.
Yes.
That's what I've been saying since day one.
Who is that guy?
Lewis.
Who said that? Lewis? Come to my show. Just come to my show, man. I'm trying to tell you. Oh.
Close. Yeah. But Lewis, I want to say this. I Nick was one of the first LAFC fans to say this.
Yes.
I was one of the first MLS. I was one of the first people to say this because I'm
You were.
obviously. I said that Dolo is not a good manager and he's coaching a great team that hides how bad he is. And Under just came in. Delgado just came out, so he's doing exactly what we said.
Okay, good. That's what we
Under's
asked
out,
for.
and Aboba stays out too.
So
for Giroud.
Under is going to go in the middle, or are they going to move?
They're gonna put David Martinez. Well, he's playing pretty deep right now.
I guarantee you, Under is going to stay in the mid, and he's going to try to get some of them crosses in, ain't he?
Dude, what the hell is this commercial right now during the game? What the hell?
They're paying bills right now, bro. They're paying bills.
Dude, that is crazy to be playing that right now.
Well, it is, but you know what? I've sort of liked this little streaming. What'd you think? Not bad, huh?
Well, you talking about just the game?
Just the game, like the vibe of it. I'm enjoying it.
It's high energy, dude.
Like, it is. Very, very good.
I just like when the games feel like they matter, bro. This game feels like it matters. Like, dude, look at this. Club America has a whole section, bro.
I like it when MLS doesn't have control, so they can actually
do what they want.
You know what I mean? Like give me that city I feel of wild, crazy fans, I mean, dude, honestly, and again, this goes back to that talk about, Carson and LAFC. Like, imagine if MLS wasn't in control of that, how fun and wild those games would be with flares and all that fun crap at each other, bro. It would be great. The energy would be so high.
Oh.
All right, he already got a touch on it. He's already got a touch on it in the right place, right time.
This game is going to be high intensity for the remainder of the match. High intensity.
This is what we asked for, though.
High intensity. This is what
we asked for.
Should have happened 30 minutes ago with these subs, but better late than never. Let's see if they can get one goal back. I want to point this out, Nick. Club America has not scored a goal in the run of play this game. No goals run of play, only PKs.
See, that's why people are going to be upset with Delgado. What happened?
Yeah. Listen, guys, you might be ahead of us in the stream. Don't spoil anything. Live reaction. Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for Nick. Don't spoil it for some people who might be behind you. Let's just see what happens. 76 minute, 14 minutes left plus added time. Puma says, funny seeing MLS fans crash out. I don't think anybody's crashed out. I mean,
who's crashing?
There's still like 20 minutes probably left of this game.
Oh, am I crashed out? No, yeah. I'm not crashed out, bro. We're speaking facts.
You're crashing out, man. You're a hot mess right now.
No, we're speaking facts. When somebody sucks, you gotta call a spade, right? Like,
you talking about
no
Dolo?
Matter. Yeah, we're talking about Dolo.
I've been saying Dolo sucks for years.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying we're crashing out on. But dude, if he sucks, he sucks. You know what I mean? If the subs aren't there, you gotta call it for what it is. Like, come on. We got to be honest here. If we're not honest, it ain't worth watching.
Dude, I still cannot believe the man was drinking coffee on the sideline.
Yeah.
You know what that tells me? That tells me that he's tired. Like, there's no energy. Like, this is a big game, dude. Like, did you get a chance? I think you did watch the Champions League final day. You saw Luis Enrique on the sideline the whole time, standing the whole match, pumping his fist, getting excited, screaming, hugging people, like just animated, like classic Jose Mourinho, right? And Luis Enrique is 10 years older than Steve Cherundolo.
Lewis, it's 5 o'clock in the morning in England. I have to watch poor ass Yeah. Yo, that's facts, bro.
Lewis, if I'm not mistaken, you are an LAFC fan, right? I'm assuming you are. Dude, you know what's crazy, Nick? Is there are so many people.
Lewis follow me? Yeah,
bro,
he better follow me.
There are so many people on my channel who are MLS fans from the UK. Mister's awesome. A good dude who likes you. He always jokes about you getting him to call them Carson.
Oh, yeah.
He's from the UK. Lewis,
Is
there's
he in
another
here
guy.
today? Is
No, I
Mr.
don't.
Wilson
He's
in
not
here?
here tonight. He's probably, of course, it is like 5 or 6, like you
He
said,
just
5 in the
said 5
morning.
a.m. in the morning.
He'll probably be there for the CONCACAF Champions Cup final tomorrow. Roller says watching. Now this guy is in LA. You know Roller because I think Roller's been in your chat. He says watching Dolo fraud ball at 5 a.m. is diabolical.
Yes, it is.
That is some dedication, man. That is
Yes,
some
it is.
dedication. Emeke Skill says, like always, favor on MLS team playing in the own field instead of home and away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, listen, especially in LA, you got a lot of Club América fans that were Club América fans way back when, right? Like it's a generational thing. And yeah, they are LAFC fans now, but it's still a generational thing that, grandfather and father did, and now here you are, you're living in there, so you're making the culture around LAFC, but this is your childhood team. So it's sort of weird when it comes to stuff like that. MLS still has a lot of growing to do, and there is no ands and buts about it. LAFC has the best fans, traveling fans, and support and fill up the stadiums. But when it comes to a club like this, they're going to outnumber your team no matter what. It's just the way it's going to be.
Ryan Hollingshead. So Lewis says he is not an LAFC fan. He says he's just an MLS fan in general. I'd say a Charlotte fan if I had to pick.
Oh,
interesting.
Hey, Charlotte started off so strong, man. God, did they start off strong this year?
I think they won tonight, if I'm not mistaken. They just don't have a consistent striker. Patrick Agyemang isn't it for me, honestly.
But it started off good. They looked great at the beginning of the year. Will, we talked about it quite a bit, right? They were a team that was really surprising me, and then they just went into a bit of a slump.
Yeah, they have. They definitely did.
Yeah, but it's still a good team. I mean, still a team that can turn it around. So, hey, man, awesome.
Oh, that's right. Roller is a Galaxy fan. He says, I'm a Miami and Galaxy fan, but I like to watch MLS 360 as well just to follow the league. I watch a lot of LAFC games, though. And he says a Barca fan. That's his number one team is Barcelona.
Hold on, did he say Galaxy and Miami?
Woo-hoo! They're threatening, guys. They're threatening.
Yo, Will,
they're threatening.
What did I say?
You think Jeremy Ebobisse is doing that?
What did I say about putting this man in here?
You think Jeremy Ebobisse is doing that? Jeremy Ebobisse is 27 years old. Giroud's almost 40. He's doing stuff Jeremy Ebobisse could only dream about. He's doing stuff that Jeremy Ebobisse couldn't do in FIFA. If he was playing with someone like Mbappe or Erling Haaland, okay? Oh, my God. Now, listen, guys, I normally have the energy a little bit higher, but my mother-in-law is in the room next to me. She came in for town this weekend, so I'm having to be a little bit more constrained, not be as loud as normal, but tomorrow should be gone for the CONCACAF Champions Cup final. But I'm not going to lie to you, dude. If LAFC score, I'm waking up the whole damn house. I'm waking up the whole damn house. If LAFC score, I'm waking up everybody. I'm going and waking up my wife, my pregnant wife. I'm waking her up. If they score and tie this up, I'm waking up everybody. Everybody.
Bro, can we talk about the crosses that are now finally coming to Giroud? The chances since he's came on, the difference that him and Under has made to be on this. Can we please just talk about, bro?
Look at them killing time, by the way, dude. Look at these dudes.
Let's not let this go without being said, though, my guy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I asked for this way early. This is why I wanted it to be started. Coming in at the 73rd minute was way too late. 60th minute at the most. I wanted it to be at the very beginning. 60th minute. You're seeing what they do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Bro.
Man, the dude has came in and made impact already. By the way, guys, we hit 50 likes on the stream. Let's get to 75. I told you when Nick came in here, we were going to try to hit 75 tonight. We're 25 away, 65 of you in the chat right now. Smash that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. We're 3 away from hitting the 6750. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that little bell notification so you never miss any of my videos. Are LAFC going to score? They are threatening like crazy. Water balls are getting thrown on the pitch right now, which is not good. That's never a good sign.
Why are they watching? Why are they walking on the thing, bro?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, with what I've seen right now, all this BS, this fake injury stuff by Club America trying to kill the time, there's probably going to be like 7 minutes at a time. It'll probably be 7 minutes of added time. Puma says, just so y'all know, America is known for robbing games, but they can't rob this game because it's CONCACAF referees, not Mexican refs. Pumas, let me just say this, man, and I appreciate you for being on the stream. It's all good fun. There's no hate. I love the banter. It's all cool. But you can't honestly say that Club America has outplayed LAFC tonight. This has been a very evenly matched game. And if it wasn't for that bad foul by Marquis Delgado, who knows what would happen. But this has been a very, very evenly matched game. I think it has. I don't think Club America has dominated this or just ran away with it.
No, I think he was saying they're not going to be able to steal it because it's not Mexican refs.
No,
so
but earlier
get extra time.
He was saying earlier that MLS was not better than Liga MX, and that Liga MX was way, way better. Like, it was not even close. So I think anybody watching this game thinks that both of these teams are like, oh, David Martinez. Oh my God, dude, that was crazy. Did you see the skills on that?
God. Oh.
Dude, David Martinez is a baller.
When he's not hurt. Come on, boys. Y'all got to come on. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. Forward. We're looking a lot better with this lineup. We're looking a lot better, bro.
It makes you wonder what could have happened if this lineup was out earlier.
This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
Josh says LA Galaxy is about to win their first game of the season. Holy shit, it only took 17 matches.
Who are they playing?
RSL.
Oh, they're beating RSL right now.
At home. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 2-0. First one of the season. All right, come on.
The Pitbull. Palencia, the Pitbull. Yeah, Palencia. Get it there. Get it there. God, come on, bro.
Dude, you know what's crazy, though, is LAFC are attacking right now. They are playing aggressive. They are playing aggressive. They are going for it. They're punching Club America in the mouth right now. They're catching them on their heels. Club America is playing this like they got this already wrapped, which they might. But, and by the way, if there's not at least 6 minutes of added time after this match, something has drastically went wrong. Because there's been more than probably 6 minutes of wasted time with these fake injuries.
Go. Get him the ball. Get Giroud the ball. Pass it. Oh, my God, dude. Pass it. Why that extra step?
Dude, I'm telling you guys, they score. I'm taking the house down, bro. I'm yelling, dude. I'm waking everybody up in this bitch. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, he's hurt now.
Lewis says, does it go to extra time or just penalties? It goes to extra time, if I'm not mistaken.
Extra time. Extra time. Extra time.
Puma says if Inter Miami or Seattle get out of their group at the Club World Cup and no other Mexican team does that, then I will admit MLS is better. What if they both don't get out of the group though? And by the way, they're not going to even score probably in the whole tournament. Begotten says, I will also say the days of Liga MX going to the USA and easily beating MLS teams is over. In Mexico, it's another story. Yeah, but that's the thing. This would be the first. No Liga MX team has beaten an MLS team in Igor Jesus! Igor Jesus! Let's fucking go! Igor Jesus! Let's go, baby! Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go.
Sorry. Yo.
Let's go. What were you saying? What were you saying? LAFC scored Igor Jesus in the 89th minute. This is going to extra time. This is going to extra time. Even hey, did you see what D Live said about Gypsy? Read that right quick.
What? Even the dog is time.
Oh my God, dude. Lewis says 6 a.m. sleep it is for me, dude. I know it's almost 1 o'clock. It's almost 12:30 a.m. on the East Coast. It's gonna be a long one, guys. It's gonna be a long one. But listen, this is a classic, instant classic. LAFC score an open play. Even Club America has not scored an open play, only the PK. Pumas, you better be in the chat, my guy. Let's see what you said. Yeah, but Miami has an easy group, and Pachuca has Real Madrid, Salzburg, and also Al Hilal. Monterrey also has River Plate and Inter. Oh my God, dude, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. Excuse my language. This is crazy. This is awesome. This is awesome.
I called 2-1. We need one more. We need one more.
Do you know what I said? I said 1-1 going to extra time.
I don't want extra time. How many did we get?
What is the extra? Does anybody know what the extra time is or the added time? 7 minutes. That's what I said earlier. 7 minutes of added time. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, my wife is probably my mother-in-law is going to be really mad. She's literally in the room next to me. She's probably pissed right now. I probably woke her up. I can't help it though. Oh my.
Oh!
My God. Yo, this game is intense. This game is crazy.
How we feeling, chat? Crazy. How we feeling? Does LAFC come back to win this game, or do you still have Club America? I want to know. I want to know. Dolo's still a fraud. Yeah, we know this. That isn't the question. It's the heart of the players of the team. And listen, it runs deep, guys. This passion runs deep.
Don't concede. Shore it up. Okay, good. Yo, I want you all to notice this though. Do you see the energy level between Nick? He was calm. He was collected. He was just kind of like, I don't want to say nervous, but he was just kind of being reserved about what he was watching when this game started. Look at him now, dude. He's full of energy. He's ready to go.
I am ready to go.
Dude, I hadn't seen Giroud run that fast in years.
Giroud?
Yeah. Dude, Giroud's going for it, bro. Giroud's hustling out there.
Dude, listen, man. City A has, in my opinion, some of the best games there is, bro. Like, he lives for this type of energy.
I love it. It's simply dope, bro. You're working. Get her some earplugs. Get her some earplugs. Get the room soundproofed. That's funny.
Oh, people are thinking it's going to go to PKs. Oh, now y'all gonna break my heart, guys. I don't need no PKs.
Listen, Nick, he can't get a good night's sleep if it goes to PKs. We gotta handle our business in these next 4 minutes.
Yes.
We got to seal the deal now.
Yes.
We got stuff to do tomorrow. He's got family stuff. I've got family stuff. We got family in town.
Yeah, see, I like you, Tobar. That's what I say. Other people say, "Oh, you got to respect it. You got to give them their respect." No, I disagree. We got to show the press. No, the one that you're on, you got to make them uncomfortable. It's very true. You said it. If we keep pressing them, they will choke. They will be uncomfortable. This is what LAFC has to do to win the game. I agree with you.
You hear what Emeki Skills is saying. He said that ball wasn't inside of the line in the corner. Like I said, always favor for MLS.
Man, stop. Oh, stop it. Let me guess. It should only be 2 minutes of overtime, too, huh? Or extra time. Let's stop.
Oh my god, dude. Guys, this is why we do these live watch alongs, so we can watch crazy stuff like this happen.
Yes.
This is incredible. No matter what happens, this has been incredible.
And in those small moments of mistakes, can you punish your opponent? Little collision between Segura.
A little less than 3 minutes. Can LAFC pull one back before it goes to extra time?
They have all the momentum, bro.
They have all the momentum, all of it right now. LAFC are the team they're the better team right now. I think I said this earlier, even though that they had the PK Club America, LAFC have looked like the better team tonight. How many shots on target? Let me look at this real quick because I'm curious. How many shots on target has Club America even had tonight?
Someone hasn't.
They had 3.
So
they only 2 shots target, but they only had 3. Yeah. Okay.
2 shots off, 1 on.
Yeah.
We've had 3 shots on, off, 1 on, and the percentage has not changed. They still are controlling the possession at 58% compared to our 42.
Oh my god.
Bawanga. Now Bawanga showing up. What was all that talk that we were doing earlier about Bawanga not showing up?
Dude.
He's showing up.
Time.
He's showing up. Bawanga is showing up for the biggest game in club history at the FIFA Club World Cup play-in. Let's go.
Do you see what? Okay, Mr. Krabs, I think this goes to extra time. It could go straight to penalties, but I'm pretty sure it goes to extra time. We're going to find out here in probably a minute, unless LAFC can.
No, we're about to get a header right here. Giroud. Where's Giroud? Get that head on that sign. Get that head on that sign. Oh, Martinez with the wall. Shoots.
Oh, they're ahead of us, dude. You guys, you do this to us. Why you do this to us? Oh my god. Dude, Tillman he's out here whiling. Oh my god.
How are they ahead of us? How are y'all ahead of us?
No, he's not. They're just messing. They're just teasing us.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, for sure. Dude, that was crazy. Imagine if he made that.
What a dude.
All right, guys. It's probably the last play before extra time. Oh god.
Same thing, Martinez. Come on. Get a good foot on it, brother.
Let's see what they say. So is extra time?
Yep, here comes extra time.
Okay. Listen, I got to go use the restroom real quick. I haven't used the restroom in 2 hours. I got to go pee real quick. I'll be back in 30 seconds. All right? 30 seconds, guys. We're gonna finish this game out, see who wins. Be back in 30 seconds. right, guys, we are back. I'm ready for this game. See what happens. Extra time, baby. Let's see who wins this match. Dude, this is what it's made of. This is culture right here. This is history being made. This is what we want. We want to build this rivalry between a historic club, a newer club when it comes to history. Obviously, LAFC have only been around for 7 years, but this is a big game. This is huge. Nick, how we feeling? How we chat? Listen,
Feeling good, man.
Chat. I want to get your opinion, and I'm gonna get Nick's opinion on this. How are we feeling? Why the hell did my thing get so? Why did they get so much smaller? The screen. What the hell? Hold on a second. Let me fix this real quick. Why did they get smaller? Fix this real quick. I don't know what happened with my screen. Oh, here we go. Fixed it. Okay. Anyway, so chat. Let me know how you're feeling going into the second half, or extra time. How are you feeling about this game? Who is going to win this game? Let me know. Nick, how are we feeling heading into extra time? LAFC.
I mean, I didn't want extra time, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about the team that's on the pitch now. Again, I'm loving the fact that Giroud's in there. Came in instantly and made something happen. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. He literally changed the way that the team was playing. Not only that, you're saying under making in those crosses that Giroud needs, and so. Now there's a lot more for them to have to worry about. America looks super uncomfortable that last 25 minutes or whatever it was. They looked really uncomfortable. So we got to keep on with the momentum. The momentum is all in LAFC's favor. And no sitting back. I don't want to see us go back to pressing only at the half court or half line. I don't want to see LAFC. I want to see them pressing at their box. You know what I mean? I want to make them uncomfortable from the start of the first touch, and that's what we've seen that last 20 minutes, and that's what's working.
I think LAFC's got all the momentum. They've been the better team in this game. They have played so much better, even when they made the substitutions of putting Giroud on here, putting David Martinez. Now, Under had to come out of the game, Nick. They got Frankie Amaya in for Under. So that's not ideal, but the team has played. Dude, Giroud is playing so much better. He's playing the best football of his LAFC career.
Yes, he is. And again, is the quality of people that were on the pitch with him, you know what I mean? And he was getting those services. Now, it does suck that Under is out. That's unfortunate. That's actually really unfortunate for LAFC. But again, broken record, but momentum. The momentum is all in LAFC's favor right now.
Momentum is key in any sport, man. LAFC have all this. Looks like Valdez is coming in for Club America. Now, I don't think that Dolo is the better coach in this game, but the team has just got that momentum. And dude, listen, things are opening up for David Martinez. Things are opening up for Denny Bouanga. Denny Bouanga looked better in the last 10 minutes of this match. Oh, they're flipping the coin to see who gets the ball first. LAFC's getting the ball first. There are sorry, just got a little distracted. Denny Bouanga looked better in the last 10 minutes of the match than he did the first 80 minutes of the game. He's starting to threaten. He's starting to create chances. He's starting. Things are starting to open up for Denny Bouanga. David Martinez had some crazy dribbles in the last part of that game. In the last part of that first or second half, things are opening up. I feel really good about LAFC. I think they've been the better team tonight. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Chat. Is LAFC going to win this game? Let me get a poll in here. Who is going to win this game? Let me get this poll. Who is going to win? Let me know. I want you guys to vote on this. I think LAFC's got it. I think LAFC has it because they've been playing a lot better. I think there's a chance, Nick, they could get this. They could get a goal and it not going to PKs. I think they could get one.
Well, we got to have that happen.
Yeah. Josh Gibson says Giroud is going to score the winner 2-1. Mr. Krabs says agreed that penalty
Who
was
said
lucky.
that? Who
Josh
said that?
Gibson. He said that he thinks Giroud is going to score the winner 2-1.
Yep.
He's and
I
keep
like
on.
it.
He's a Galaxy fan.
I like Josh. He might
Now,
be an LAFC fan now.
Mr. Krabs says agreed that penalty was lucky. Club America didn't do anything to deserve it to get to this point. Yeah, they just haven't looked good. Q Kenny says neither will win. Just being petty. Now, Q
Hey,
Kenny,
you know what? You made a point. Sorry about this, but you made a point earlier. They got their goal off of a PK that was sloppy PK, right? And LAFC is just outplaying them. So that's another reason to be happy, right? Well, like, you know, a PK, of course, you're excited to get that goal, but they really haven't done anything to show that LAFC should be worried. You know?
no, I agree. I mean, they don't have a goal in the run of play. Club America don't. They don't have a goal in the run of play.
No, they don't.
True. You should have taken that, bro. Should have taken that. Let's see. Finishes 14 LAFC. Diogo says 5 Club America. What is our poll looking like? Okay, so we have 14 votes. I'm sorry, 15 votes. LAFC is coming in at 80%, Nick. 80% of the people voting believe LAFC are going to win this. Oh. You know, Aaron Long has actually looked pretty good tonight. I'm not a big Aaron Long guy, but he's looked pretty good tonight. I can't lie.
That's the second time you said his name, and I was surprised because usually you're a little down on him.
Yeah, no, I think he's looked good tonight. I think him and Segura have looked good tonight. I said that earlier. I think they both have looked good.
Yeah.
I think they've done a good job of composing and containing Club America tonight.
A lot of the LAFC chat is not happy with the Martinez right now. Thinks that he's sleeping.
I mean, he is injured, right?
I mean, that's why I didn't understand why he came in at the 60th minute and not Giroud. Like, I'm going to say until I'm blue in the face. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop sleeping, you know? He's someone that's always hurt, you know?
Nick, listen to me, bro. Listen to me.
Sure.
You're going to do a show Sunday for this game, right? Or Monday?
Monday, yeah, Monday.
Okay. If LAFC win this game, you and I are going to do a 10 to 15 minute post-game recap of this, and we're going to post it tonight.
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Hold on, we're doing what?
If they win this game tonight, you and I are going to do a 10-minute video after this, 15-minute video after this, recapping this game.
Okay.
We got to. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
It's a big deal. Club World Cup, $10 million.
Yeah. Huge.
And by the way, Lewis says Giroud is eager. He looks like bouncy. Like he looks like
He does.
Like this is a big deal.
He does. He gets it. He actually said, he goes, I want to see Chelsea again. You know what I mean? He has
Roller
a bone
says-
to pick with Chelsea. Where they let him go.
No, I agree. Roller says scoring the Remontada winner for your club to enter the Club World Cup would be amazing for Giroud. These are the games he has brought in for. He was brought in for. Yeah, this is Giroud right up his alley, man. Look at
Agreed.
dude, Giroud is getting after it, man. He's hustling. He's running more than I've ever seen him run for an LAFC. For LAFC, that is at least. Small Scoop says, "Is LAFC good at penalties?" Yeah, I think they're pretty solid. I think they have a good lineup out here for penalties.
Yeah, we're okay at taking penalties. I am not confident of having, and this is, I mean, Hugo has never been really a penalty shot stopper. You know what I mean? Like, he's a great goalie, but look at his rates for PKs. It's not like outstanding. You know what I mean? It's not like he's like a PK general that he studies and knows every. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel super confident.
Bro, we got 68 people in the chat, almost 1 in the morning East Coast time. Guys, smash that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. MLS Moves is the fastest growing Major League Soccer channel that there is. If you love the MLS content, USMNT content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow. We're going to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. It's going to happen.
Definitely make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, bro. Let me just tell you guys, you all know because you're already here, but this dude puts in a lot of work on this content for around MLS teams. So make sure y'all definitely hit that like, subscribe, and notifications. So when he drops any of those banger of videos that he does weekly, multiple times a week, sometime I think he dropped 3 this week. The endless amount of content that he puts out is absolutely incredible. So y'all do that man a favor. Make sure y'all, first of all, give this video a thumbs up, then hit that subscribe, and then notification for when he does hit those, that you guys know that he has that content for you.
I appreciate it, man. And also make sure you give Nick a like and follow him on Twitter. I'm pretty sure that his @ that you see on the screen is the same. No, it's not the same @ on it.
I just realized it ain't, and I will change that right now.
Yeah, we'll give him a second. You can see what his @ is on Twitter.
I gotta see what my @ is on Twitter.
I know there's some underscores.
There is an underscore.
But either way, you need to follow him with the Voices Black and Gold, because if LAFC win this game, there's going to be some coverage for LAFC in the Club World Cup, and you're going to want to keep up with his coverage for the games, pre-games, post-games, all of that. You're going to want to follow him, and also, too, for the rest of the season. LAFC, biggest and best LAFC content creator there is, Voices of Black and Gold, Nick Chastain, and I am a regular guest on that channel.
He is. Yeah, he absolutely is. Thanks for that, Will. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we look, we say it how it is. And it's not always the most popular takes that for LAFC people. Sometimes they get mad. It's like me going after Dolo. But the reality of it is that we bleed for the club and the badge, and players and coaches are going to come and go. The team's going to stay, and so we shoot at the hip and we tell it like it is.
So Drew is going for the bicycle, man. Drew is going for the bicycle. Dude, Drew is 40 years old out here.
Look at him. He's smiling. He's feeling good.
Roller says 74 viewers at nearly 1 a.m. is crazy. It's because we're the biggest MLS channel there is. We're the only one doing this. Name another MLS channel who's talking about LAFC, Inter Miami, LA Galaxy, and everything in between. You're not getting that. Most people only cover one team. I try to cover every single team I can. I'm talking about every team. I know most about all the teams. I'm the best all-around MLS coverage you can get out there. I mean, it's just a fact. I put in this work. I'm trying to help the game grow. I'm trying to enjoy these games with you guys and give you content that you want to watch. So I put a lot of work into this. It's my passion. I love Major League Soccer, and I'm just trying to do everything I can to help this game grow.
True.
So 2 a.m., 1 a.m., we're going to do it. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's really true, man. You do a great job, Will. You really do.
Raphael says, do you think Filippo and Pete are watching this game? I would say probably not, because I think they're practicing for the TST tournament. So they're probably not watching this game. Diogo says 2 a.m. for me. I think Diogo is in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. So I appreciate you, Diogo, for coming to most of our live watch-alongs. Mr. Krabs says, just like yourself, we want to promote soccer in this country. 100%. Appreciate everybody who's a part of this, because it's not just me. You guys make this possible with the support. I mean, I can talk as much as I want, but there's got to be people listening to what I say and helping promote it too. So you guys are very important to it as well. 100%.
Yes. These chats, I'll tell you, man, it's nothing like doing your show and having a good chat like you guys are right now. I'll say, Will, you have some of the best chats whenever I go on a show. I just think they're great. I think we have a great chat over at VOBG. It's always lively. We always have show what people are saying, no matter if it's them telling me how crap I am or whatever. It doesn't matter. We show it because that's what this is all about. You grow these things for the people around, as was just said, to promote and push all MLS. Just so happened I do an actual team as opposed to where Will is, unbiased and does all of MLS. But it's the chats that make the shows that much better. When there is no chat, we're just rambling. When there's a chat and conversation going and more people adding to it, that's when the conversation really becomes authentic and genuine, and from the hip, not just something that we write down of the stats and things that we think that we should talk about. It can get detoured by the chat, and that's when they're the most fun. You know what I mean?
100%. You see what Lewis says? He says, as much as some of your takes infuriates me, sometimes you're right there. You're the only one who does it all. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate it. And look, I honestly am happy that some of you guys disagree with what I say. We're not going to agree on everything. That's what's the great thing about sports. You can agree, disagree. We talk about it. We debate it. That's the fun thing about sports.
That's right.
But I will say this. Everything I say, I do believe. I'm not disingenuous with any of my takes. Anything I ever say, I 100% believe. Whether people get mad at me or not about it.
Yeah, they're going to get mad, but it is what it is. It's our job to be honest and real, not sugarcoat it.
4 minutes.
Hell no.
Michael Pelly says, I hope one day the MLS and Liga MX can qualify for the Copa Libertadores, and the CCC will be the Suda America. Yeah, I want South America and North America to combine for a Champions League so bad, because that's the only way we will ever compete with the UEFA Champions League. We need Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, and the United States club teams competing in a Champions League. They're the 4 best leagues in the region. We need all of them to be in a Champions League together. It's the only way we will ever compete with the UEFA Champions League. Mr. Krabs says, we want MLS to grow. USMNT fans hate MLS, but if you want a strong national team, you need a strong... I don't think USMNT fans hate MLS. They're mad at it. Like, I'm a USMNT fan. I don't hate MLS. I'm just honest about some of the... Hold on here. Hold on. Way too long, Amaya. Way too long, Amaya. Way too long. But yeah, they just want to have a stronger domestic league, and they're critical of the league because they know it could be better than what it is. Diogo says CA having more control on on those first 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, well, I can agree on that. Yeah.
LAFC
is letting them have a little bit more of it again, as opposed to what they were doing that last 20. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
Josh Gibson says, did you see Miami's win today? Yes. Miami had a lot of question marks. Javier Mascherano was on the hot seat. People were talking about Club America's manager possibly succeeding him and taking over that job. And ever since then, they've been balling out. They won 4-2 on Wednesday. They won 5-1 tonight. Inter Miami is heating up again, and Messi is heating up. Messi's got 14 goal contributions this year, Nick.
Wow, that's crazy.
So he's probably going to win MVP again this year, to be honest with you. It's probably, if he stays healthy, it'll probably happen again. Puma says, yeah, I enjoy watching your videos because it's interesting to see things from a USMNT MLS fan point of view. And look, I don't hate Liga MX. I think that Liga MX is important to the growth because these are the top 2 leagues in the region, which we'll agree on that, right? They're the best leagues in the region. They need each other to increase the club level of soccer in this region. So even though I joke around about Liga MX giving them a hard time like you do, I mean, I know that they're important. What the hell was that by Tillman, dude? That was a terrible clearance. I guess that was interesting. Bobby says, what group would the winner go into? They would be playing Chelsea. They would be playing Flamengo. And then they would also be playing
it's Group D.
A Tunisian club. I can't remember what they're called, but that's the teams they would be playing.
Yep, Group D.
Group D, yeah. Okay, that was a good clearance by Tillman. Okay, how much extra time is in the first half of the extra, or how much added time for the first half of the extra time? They didn't tell us.
They'll put it up there.
None. Someone says none. First half finished, no added time. Why is it still okay? Now it's finished. Okay, cool. Roller says the Spanish commentator almost made me shit my pants thinking Jesus was going to get sent off with 2 yellows. I didn't hear. I'm watching the English broadcast on TNT, so I didn't hear that. Timothy Park, Aaron Long is injured. He's limping out there. Who's the backup? Who would they put in for Aaron Long if he's hurt? Marlon?
Yeah.
God, he sucks, dude. He's not good at all.
He hadn't. I mean, he was, and then when he went down and got hurt, he just hadn't been the same.
Josh Gibson says, "Can you please make a video on the Galaxy finally winning? Should I make a big deal about the Galaxy winning their first match in 17 games?"
No. That's a horrible idea. Don't do it. Come on, Josh. Come on, man. 17 games. You can't celebrate that. That's not even a dig. That's just like, and then they signed their coach again. Like, what? Bro, I want, regardless of what happens if we end up losing this and came, I want them to let Dolo go just because it's shit. You know, like, come on, man.
87 people in the chat right now.
87
people. Yeah, guys, like the stream down below. 63 likes. Let's try to get to 75. Subscribe to the channel.
In Portugal.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yes, what's his name? Canis. In Portuguese, J is like English. It's like English. What does he mean? What is he talking about? Oh, is he talking about Jesus? Jesus. Oh, okay. I got you. So it's Igor Jesus. That's right. Yeah, because they call him Gabriel Jesus. Okay. Got you. Yeah, Marlon's coming in for Aaron Long.
We're going to go to PKs.
Let's see what happens. Manu says Larice sucks at penalties.
Down, boy.
No, J is like in French, it's ZH, Zoo. Angus McWhorter is a member of the channel. Angus, I appreciate you for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. William Maris says, congratulations, MLS Move. Your channel is growing pretty well. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I really appreciate that. Let's see if LAFC can seal the deal here and get this win. Get another MLS team in the Club World Cup. Almost 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time.
Some people said it was 2 for them, bro.
It's South America, yeah. Hey guys, by the way, don't forget we're doing another game tomorrow. Another MLS versus Liga MX matchup. We have Cruz Azul and Vancouver Whitecaps. That game kicks off at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to be doing a live stream at 8:50 Eastern time to see who's the champions of the North America. Big game tomorrow. 2 big games in a row. So be on the lookout for that. That's a big game too. We're going to be doing that at 8:50. Got a couple people swinging through. So we'll see what happens. And also, too, if LAFC win this game, me and Nick are going to be doing a recap of this game afterwards, right after. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a late game recap. Jose, another member of the channel, says just hit the like button. Vamos America. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
No, Vamos America.
Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Oh, Drew's wide open. Drew is wide open. Did you see that? Drew is wide open. Bro, are they wanting to go to PKs? Cosmic Jojo says the Mexican channel went on a commercial mid-game. What the F is going on? Mr. Krabs says LAFC wants us to go to penalties, don't they? That's the way it looks like to me, Mr. Krabs. That looks like it to me. I mean, did you see that? Drew was wide open. He was wide open. He was wide open. Oh my God. No Gald, such a massive shame. So, no Gald is massive, such a shame. Yeah, but Gald's been out the whole season, Lewis. So I mean, they've been playing really good without him. So I think they'll be good. Uh-oh, they say Malagón is hurt. Club America's goalkeeper said he's needing attention. He's limping. Roller says Bouanga being his classic selfish self make me cringe, man. What a whip in by what a whip in by Martinez. Come on, Denny. Denny, this is your legacy, bro.
Legacy.
Oh, what the
Sorry. We okay. We're okay. Yo, they are struggling though. Max is right.
Yeah. They are they're looking fatigued. They are looking fatigued. Roller, don't spoil it, bro. Don't spoil it. Good, big save by Larice. Don't spoil it for us. Don't spoil it for us.
Big save.
Larice. Hey, guys, I just want you to know, people talk bad about Larice at this point, but that dude is a World Cup winning goalkeeper.
Big save. Oh, that was all sides too, though.
Yeah. Was it?
Big save. Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude.
But you can't leave that to chance anyway. You know what I mean?
No.
We aren't pressing like we were.
Oh.
Look how far we're in it. We're like parked. Oh my God! What was
Free
that?
kick outside the box. Not a penalty.
What was that, Tillman?
Free kick outside the box. Clear pull on Tillman.
Jeez,
Yeah, that was not
bro.
good. You're good, Roller. You're good, man. Well, I know we're all excited. Mr. Krabs says, not an LAFC fan, but Bouanga pisses me off sometimes. He just wants to be the hero. That he does when he plays hero ball a lot of times, doing too much, but sometimes he doesn't do enough, if it makes any sense. He does too much, but sometimes he doesn't do enough. I feel like he always comes up small in these big games. Diogo says, my bad. What is the time of the game for you? I'm at 11:10 or 1:10 and 10 seconds right now is what I'm at. 1:10 and 10 seconds.
So I'm 2 seconds behind you.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty close now. We're closer, though.
Close. Yeah. But that was another bad foul, a sloppy foul. Like, what are you doing right there? We're too far in our own box, man. We are so deep. We're parking the bus. That doesn't work for LAFC. Make them uncomfortable again. Get wider on them. As soon as they are on the ball, I want a guy there smothering him, bro. Smothering him.
Wow. See what happens. Oh my God. That was close. That was close. That was close. That was very close.
Brian, B-Rod, go get on your freaking cow with the sheep again, homie.
Bro.
That's when he lost LAFC, bro. When he had that sheep on the horse or whatever, that's when he lost it.
Bro. Oh my. Dude, that was a beautiful aerial winner by Giroud. That was a beautiful. Did you see this? Yes. That was a beautiful winner. Dude, Denny, what the hell, bro? Wow. Dude, I really hope I have a voice tomorrow, dude. My stuff is my voice is starting to feel cooked. I gotta have a voice tomorrow. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. William Maris says, I believe that this match has been more thrilling than the PSG versus Inter Milan game. This game has 100% been more entertaining than the PSG Inter Milan game. The PSG Inter Milan game was a blowout. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was like 2-0 in like the first 20 minutes. It was a blowout. This right here, guys, has been the most exciting game all day. All day. Any league, any MLS match, any other league in the world, Champions League final. This has been the most exciting match. Oh my God, Frankie, you suck so bad, bro.
Why did you not? How
Frankie.
how did you miss that pass, dude?
Bro.
How do you miss that pass?
Frankie. Dude, they're threatening. They're threatening. Oh my God, Diddy. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Did it touch? Oh my God, dude. TL says, yeah, I'd also like to see some blowouts. I don't like seeing blowouts unless it's in favor of my team. I agree with that. Most people would agree with you. Roller says, Bonga, stop it, bro. Yeah. What is he doing?
That was a touch. That was a touch. That should be a corner.
Yeah. Michael Pelly says, could Pogba be convinced to join LAFC for the Club World Cup if they win?
I could see that.
He could, but the problem is if they sign him, they can't sign Griezmann. They can't sign Ronaldo. Like, that's their guy.
I don't want Ronaldo to be our guy. I would much rather go after a Pogba and Griezmann. How sick would that be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the only thing is if they do that, they're going to have to get rid of either Bouanga or Giroud. They can't sign both.
You buy Giroud down and get both.
Dude, he can't buy down $6 million, though. Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, they're threatening. Dude, they're threatening right now. Nick, they are threatening right now.
Chat, how are we feeling?
Chat.
How are we feeling, chat?
Listen, Club America dominated the first 15 of extra time. LAFC have dominated the last 10 minutes of extra time. 100%. They have dominated the second part of extra time. 100%. 100%. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, listen to me, chat. You better be up because me and Nick are dropping we're dropping a reaction. We're dropping a reaction after this game. You better stay up or at least be tuned in for tomorrow. We're dropping a reaction after this game. For this game, LAFC up 2-1 over Club America, the frauds. Club America, PK merchants. Club America choking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Front flip. Probably a 7 out of 10. Not the best. Club America fans crashing out probably. LAFC beat Club America. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. LAFC.
Oh, and Dolo has some life to him. Giroud, he's the man of the game. I'm trying to tell, bro.
Yo, listen to me.
We're
They're about
gonna
to open up now. They're opening up. We're getting a third. We getting a third. Giroud's wide open. Oh my God, Martinez! What the was that, bro?
Pass the ball.
Oh my God. Nick,
oh my God,
Nick,
bro.
LAFC have dominated this match.
I don't want to be. I just gotta watch. I think zip it,
bro. This is a big deal.
This is amazing.
Let's see what happens. We still got
This
we
is
still got 3
amazing.
minutes. We got 3 minutes.
to try to manage what this goal rush is going to look like from Club America. Continuously throwing numbers forward until the final whistle.
Oh my God.
LAFC coming from behind for this Giroud. There's always been
Oh my God.
one until they're shut down.
Yo, LAFC fans are wilding right now.
Tight player to be perfect.
You think Will Ferrell's at the game tonight?
Oh, probably. Josh the
Wow. Wow, bro. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. This is huge. Dude, the Liga MX fans look they look upset.
Perhaps 119 minutes. Yao Yaboa also on.
Tobar says, I told you guys, just press them. They're gassed. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
LAFC almost there.
2 minutes. Ronaldo to LAFC is what Eric says.
Good chance.
Felt they were there.
It's a good chance.
Team substitution a little bit more balanced defensively, but more importantly, fresh legs to run themselves out through these final few minutes.
Sorry, I'm firing the tweet up.
For LAFC and for Major League Soccer, they have been bullied by Liga MX for so many years. You see
What group was it? Is it Group D?
D.
in these kind of games, you always assume MLS will be second best. Well, Matt, you and I both predicted that these teams matched up well at this stage of their
Oh, dude, Denny got fouled hard.
Danny Bouanga in the slalom course
Let's go, bro.
to Steve Cherundolo. And in the predicted conversation, we understood there'd be one or two good looks per half for LAFC.
Let's go, man.
And they had to be ruthless.
Dude, listen, Nick, it is 1 a.m. on the East Coast, bro. We got 93 people watching us right now. What do you think about it?
Bro, it's amazing. I don't want to be over cocky. We just
Aren't
still
you glad
got-
you did this with me, though?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got to play it
1 minute
smart.
left.
Gotta play
Martinez
it
coming
smart.
out. Tillman coming out. Who's coming in? Yaboa and Raposo. Raposo's my friend, actually. That's kind of cool. Ryan Raposo, good dude. Played for Vancouver. Good dude. Let's see. Lewis says, can MLS teams sign multiple big players for a month or so for the Club World Cup? I think that's a thing, right? I don't think so. I think they still have to go by the guidelines of the.
I thought they
of the
could.
multiple-
I heard that too.
No, they can only the window is opening 10 days early, so they can sign players earlier than normal.
Oh,
So MLS teams wouldn't be able to add new players until July, but now they're going to be able to add them in June for the Club World Cup. So tomorrow they can start adding players for the Club World Cup.
There is a good chance that the Ronaldo could come to an LAFC if they go to play in the Club World Cup.
Kyle Varn says, in Tampa Bay, watching you, guy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in with us tonight.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. We love Florida. We love Florida. Bobby says, will LAFC sign anyone after this? I hope so. I mean, they're going to have to if they want to do something at the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
All right, there's 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added time for the second half. Man, what a crazy night. Dude, Nick, I've almost been streaming for 3 hours, bro.
Wow.
I'm 9 minutes from 3 hours.
2 additional minutes. We're in the first.
Dynamic Grain says, I'm a Houston fan, but I'm getting hyped for this LAFC. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. William Mara says, greetings to Tampa Bay and go Rowdies.
Go Rowdies.
Go Rowdies.
What happened? Did yours stop?
Did what now?
Did your stream stop?
No, it's still going.
What? Oh, I'm way behind now.
There's 30 seconds left. Tobar says, you guys don't understand. Everyone hates Club America. This hate watch hits like crack. Well, just hey, Tobar, just wait till me and Nick do a post-game recap after this. It's going to be about 15 minutes long, maybe 10 minutes. Just wait till we drop that, dude. I'm going to be dunking on Club America. Dunking on Club America. I wish our boy Pumas fan was in here, man. We'd be celebrating together.
Still there, still time. Club América, tiro soon. Igor Jesus gets dictated.
Yo, this is the biggest game in club
That's the
history.
game. There it is. LAFC are the winners.
This game is over.
LAFC have beaten Club America to go to the Club World Cup. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, Nick, that means that I'm going to have to live stream 3 games now, 3 teams in the Club World Cup. I'm going to be doing LAFC, Inter Miami, and
Look at that face.
look at Denny. Yo, Liga MX on fraud watch, by the way. Liga MX on fraud watch. Mohammed Mahmoud says, I think Ronaldo is coming. Biggest game in LAFC history, by the way.
Bye-bye, B-Rod. Later.
He'll be in LAFC. He'll be in Inter Miami here soon.
I guarantee he is right there right now.
The emotion and the pressure, the body language of these LAFC players, the conversation.
Yo, LAFC is going to play Chelsea. Let that sink in. LAFC is going to play Chelsea, bro. This is crazy, bro.
Listen,
This is
guys.
crazy. That's the
Listen.
most passion I've seen from Dolo ever. And just so, can I say something real quick to
Yes,
your chat? Just
save
so
it.
y'all know. Just so
Go
they
ahead.
know, though, I will have the press conferences up on Voices of the Black and Gold as soon as they go live, bro. It will be over there. So make sure y'all come and watch these pressers. They're going to be really good.
Yes, exactly. 100 people in the chat. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys this real quick. Thank you all for watching the stream last night. 3 hours in. Nick and I are going to get off here because we got to do a 10 to 15 minute recap real quick. I'm going to throw that up real quick. Appreciate Nick for joining me tonight. Make sure we're going to give him a shout out on the video too, but make sure you go follow Nick on Twitter. Let me get this out of the way real quick just so you guys can see his name. Hopefully update his name. _ Nick Chastain _ at X. Biggest, best LAFC podcast Twitter account that there is. Make sure you go give him a sub, a follow, all of that. Appreciate you all for tuning in tonight. Make sure you like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This video will be out probably in the next 30-40 minutes. Be on the lookout for that. Hey, MLS, dub, Liga MX, LAFC beats Club America. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Be on the lookout for that post-game recap. Appreciate it, Nick.
All right. Later, folks.
Affordable, durable.